And welcome back. Yeah, got in a bit of a roll last night. Going to finish off. It's not too much. I think there's 3 or 4 verses max left on it to finish the culmination of the 71. D. Washimoto, pay very close attention tonight. I am dealing up all sorts of goodies for you. You can connect a lot. Well, yeah, I know you. So I get into these little technical spats once in a while just to bring the anagogic into a more analytical format, where it may not make sense to a lot of people. I know the ones it does, and it's okay. You'll get it. It's a lot easier to paint the picture than it is to deal up the technicals, because that's what humanity is caught in, the technicals. Anyway, welcome to Legal Name Fraud Exposure 101. Yours truly, Emma Thingy Wingy, whatever. Fucking who cares? Legal name fraud. Call me that. Call me legal name fraud exposer. That's my path. That works. You'll find me anywhere on that one. Yeah, don't let the meat stick illusion fool you. It's me that changes reality, not the meat stick. Okay, funny how you change your mind and come up with a good idea or two, and everyone else sees the same good ideas, and they come up with a good idea or two, and then here we are. Funny how that works. All right, so just want to finish off rev up the revs, and finish it off. And we're going to do a little cumulative math for D, and don't get too literal with me, guys. There's what I'm doing is converging points that are all gathering in at the same place, time and space, right? Triangulating position using key words, key sounds, key numbers, right? Life. And we'll talk about the elephantum in the room as well tonight. I've got a few notes here that, yeah, it's been a good number of hours. Basically running on fumes right now. If I got a couple of hours, maybe 3 today, I'm lucky. It's good. Kind of gets you in that fire mode. So let's finish off with Revelations, and we will get the mics open tonight. I would apologize, but just got to get the job done. No time to waste. So we finished off last night, 21:13. That's on the 3 east gates, north gates, right? Excuse me, the 12 disciplines in the 4 corners of the heart, kur near, the heart near, the one who bows to the heart within. Fa and phantom, fa and tome, which is the heart, infinitely your book, the book of life. Phantom is the book of life, and that's what you're walking around in the body, in a phantom, and you're coming to the extinction level event, right? That's the elephant, or the elephantum in the room, Peanut. Okay? Get back to that one. That's a lot of fun. The Hierophant and all the rest of it. You know the jokes, right? An elephant never forgets. Dumbo the elephant, you know. When an elephant flies, let the Dumbos go to their dumb O's underground. Heartworm, best place to catch it is let it burrow itself in, then we just torch the place. All right. Finish off Revelations. I want to come back to the 1260 days and a couple other references that were brought up in Revelations by the Primes last night that, of course, get a feeling for, hey, that moment, I go looking. So I found lots of really neat stuff, as always. A lot more than I ever expect. Just goes fractal, though. So here we go. 22 verse 3, there's your March 22 in the mirror. Yeah, you were looking for the 44D, so hopefully I can pull this through for you tonight. Anyway, I'll do the paintbrush, and you'll pick it up from there. Something else too. In my life experience, my cousin Mark had a German Shepherd called Max as well. Mark Hunter, the Mark Hunter, right? So there's something you can probably connect there. And of course, his dad, the uncle here. The uncle, the one call is the Eric. Isn't that funny? Yeah, we'll bring a few things to light here. So what do we have? 2 verse 3, and this is from Revelations by the odds and evens by the prime numbers. This is Revelations where only prime number verses were put in order. Again, not taking away from or adding to the furniture, merely rearranging it into its primes. And of course, there's 71 verse, which in itself is a prime number as well. And of course, when my dad left May 19th, 2011, he was 71. All right, so 1971 mirror. You see it on the shilling coins of Great Britain. SHILLI, which is the I lie, upside down, on shilling, SHILLING. And of course, you know what a shill is, someone that ups the ante. Either a shill is someone who tries to up the ante in rage, right? They throw some rage bets on the table, see if someone bites, and that people go off and I've done it, so I know this. I see the contract. Or the shilling will try to get your goat. Shilling in terms of auctions, when there's a shill in the room, or two or three, what a shill or your shilling price. What you're doing is you have a couple of people in the room want to up the bids, and they'll find one or two people that are bidding against each other, and if it starts to get a little dull, not reaching the price they want, one of the shills comes in and puts a bid just to keep the rage going. That's what a shilling does. A good shilling, they want that in the pocket. And of course, the I lie or the ill eye, the I will of self, the Luciferian intent. Guys, the fractals on this are just too many. The Emerald Isle, you see, it's all there. It's all there. The book of Eli. Yeah, there's so many things. I'll get back to Revelations here. And Revelations 22 verse 3 goes like this. There shall be no more curse. Good news. And there will be no, K-N-O-W, more cure say, which is the curing of the creation itself, the healing. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of, I'll read it literally, then I'll translate what the word's saying. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of God and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. Reads like this. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of truth and of the peace, benevolence shall be in it, and the servants shall serve creation itself. 22:7, behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. That's your book. Keep your own prophecy. When you read this, you should read it as your story. It is mine, you read it as yours. It's not some guy, Jesus' story. The concept of Jesus is simply the I am, the truth that is. It's allegory. Remember, allegories are the thing that give you another way to look at things in the same, sound completely different, but it's saying exactly the same thing. I'll use the example again for anyone new. Shoot the bull means to go talk. Let's go talk. Let's go shoot the bull. You're both walking off somewhere to talk. Okay. One is a dark saying or an allegory. The other is literal. They're both literal statements. So the allegory is the clouding up of the literal. When you put them, you see the allegory literally. That's where the highest presentation of the truth is of what it really is, the logic, or the heart of Gog, the lie I see, the heart of the lie I see. Okay? And also heart of the lie I see and heart of the truth I see. K-O-K, G-O-G. K-O-K, K-O-K, K-O-K. Right, is the spirit of the womb in the spirit, which is the knockout. Okay, it's peace and benevolence. Where the G-O-G is the hex in the womb of the hex itself. Gog, Gog and Magog, cock and Magog. I talked about this last night. Don't want to get into it anymore. All right, just to kind of illustrate what these allegories are saying, and of course, a lot of things have been split out into squiggles and still stuff, true intents of words, which is what we've uncovered through the decoding Phoenician. Taking the pledge out, W becomes the O. so on and so forth. Covered this ad nauseum. All right, 22 verse 9. Then saith he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book. Worship the truth. It says worship God is truth. Okay? There you have the hex in the womb and the mirror of itself, G-O-D. When you layer them, the capitals over top of each other in their own mirror, you will see a circle with an X in it. That's the Phoenician letter for capital T. The lowercase t, the crucified, is simply where you see an X and sign your soul away on the page, right? Put your life here. When someone puts an X somewhere, put your life here. And you do. Literally. All right. 22:13. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. 2021. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. So the grace of the truth, and the difference between the light and dark, light or dark. The I am in truth be with you all. Amen. And Revelations begins literally in the books themselves. That's the last verse of Revelations. It's a prime number. First verse is a prime number. So the Revelations begins and ends on a prime number. All right. So there's a bit of fun, and may get back to that, but who knows? Just want to get off on a few other little tangents of anagogic fun. The number 1260 came up. Of course, I see the 12 disciples and the Christ. I see 13 in 1260 days. It's effectively the toil and tribulation of the fellow servant. Right? Difficulty bringing them all together in one straight out, which a few of us have done. Where it does 1260 days end up. Well, everything is truth lie in this reality. So I don't know what you look at. It's a lie. If it's there, I don't care if it's what you would call a hoax. If the idea is that it's there. Because as soon as somebody else thinks it is. That's the orange kangaroo moment, or the imaginary orange that you create in your mind kind of thing. If you're made to think something, form the picture, agree with it, that's what gets created. You understand the power that humanity has held there. All you got to do is plant the seed. You just got to tell them anything and everything. And as long as it looks reasonable, they'll buy it. And we're going to get into a couple of things to get real specific as far as how stupid the legal name is once you really see it. It's insane. If you want to here, I'll do this now before I get into this. Came into view, so here we go. When asked, what should I do with any legal name mail that gets junk mail that gets stuffed into a mailbox? Well, easy. Readdress it to its proper destination. In my case, the proper destination for the contract owners would be Carn Money Graveyard, Cement Ari, the hardened Most High, cemetery, okay? Cement boots. Right. You kind of sync with those, don't you? Yeah. So send, for me, and again, I'm showing you the absolute truth as far as the absolute truth goes. It begins and ends at the grave with this reality. Okay? So send it back to the grave. Well, you're alive. You might well. You wouldn't want to join that, would you? So we'll have to go back quite a few years to put it in real terms with me. So something would come into the house in the mailbox with that, mom and dad stuff, the legal name contract that, I had bought into for so many years as a BE or something. No, it's their contract. Mom and dad made it with the Crown. That's their agreement, their intellectual property. They surrendered it. The only power that contract has is if I enforce it myself by trying to pretend to be that third party interloping on it, on a contract that's got nothing to do with me. You see, what the legal system has done in its most beautiful ingenuity is it has made it literally illegal. Literally. To use a legal name is illegal. You've already broken the law by using it. And people talk about having rights. In the legal sense, you're already a criminal. You confess a name that is property of the Crown, surrendered fully and paid to the Crown to do so. The body and the name registered by the owners of the name and the body creators, mom and dad. They're the ones that did the contract. They did the deed, where you become the trust fund in the mirror. You become the trust fund that pays for the party through your soul. All this nonsense here. So, it's really simple. Something would come in through the mailbox, readdress it, and send it to the cemetery to its rightful owners. If, in your case, you're like me, mom and dad actually live together. They hook up together. So, plot, two-room apartment. They don't have a vacuum. Good idea. Yeah. You wouldn't want to suck each other up into the vacuum, right? All ash-like. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very small apartment. It's maybe a foot long for each of them, 5, 6 inches high, 6, 7 inches wide. You know, it's a nice little box, nice little cube. And the box are for side by side. Unfortunately, there's no doors, so they kind of talk through the walls. But again, you know, somebody wants to take up anything with legal mail in terms of that certificate, they'll have to take a shovel, and you know they can. The same effect knocking on mom and dad's door as knocking on mine, knocking on yours. Yeah, they can knock on that door forever, and they will. Well, not forever. Because I'll tell you, they won't even knock once you know this concept. Yeah, you're that powerful. Jesus, Lord, Tondra. Yes, you are that powerful. Stop doubting it. All right. So February 11th, 2012. Heads up, D. Check this one out. February 11th, 2012. For those that don't know, that was the night everything in my universe was stripped from me clean. Okay? That's where it was all away. Left with nothing but the light coat and jeans and on my back. Shoes. And that was it. That's all I had. Not a dime on me. Nothing. That's what I get for taking Emily's birthday party, right? We'll get into the Helen of Troy, Castor Pollux, Trinity in a bit, too. I've already made the notes. Don't worry, I won't forget these things. Just dropping little snippets in to, you know, lubricate the imaginations, get you thinking in a few different directions at the same time. February 11th, 2012. 1,260 days ends on July 21st, 2015. The missing day in time is July 25th. That's the seventh son. Long story on that. It just so happens that my father, the physical form of, in the body's father, was born on July 25th, 1939. And of course, it's Leo ascendant. Yeah, that all works. So I'm just visualizing. I haven't looked at this for a while. Being 71 when off he went, right? And of course, for those that don't know, that was the lead up to the British High Consulate absolute confession that any use of a legal name is in fact fraud. It was confirmed. Fraud. So if you want to argue with me, you're arguing with the British High Consulate. Okay? And as far as the Crown goes, the consulate, you know what they're like with their little cult, right? Pretty up there, don't you think? You know, they're diplomat types dealing in international diplomacy and that old illusion called sovereignty and all the rest of it. Yeah. So if you want to debate legal name fraud, you're debating, don't worry about little old me, leave me out of it. You're debating the British High Consulate. You know. So it's just how it goes. Do the math. Yeah, so there's the day before, right? A lot of things culminating right now, and I also did January 13th, 2010 to today, and we're up to 1,885 days. And of course, I went back to future, BTF, BFT, BIFT, fucking time. Of course, the type of anagogics in there. What was the type of car that was used in the Back to the Future movies? Yeah, it was a DeLorean. For those that don't know, John DeLorean had a few issues with nose candy, but most people that I've talked to weren't aware of where that car was what country that car was actually manufactured in. The DeLorean was manufactured in Ireland. A lot of people don't know that. Interesting, there's the DeLorean connection to the heart again with Back to the Future, and it all ties together. Of course, 1885 was the year that was in the third movie. Again, I'm connecting anagogics. I'll bring the Morgan dollars into this as well, because I have 5 of them left from the 1800s. So I went through and connected all the days up from 79 through 89. I have 1879 to 1889. Right, so it's a 10-year spread. I'll get into the 10 in a sec as well, D, with the 10,000 days. This one will probably melt your head. Melted mine when I saw it. A lot of things are coming into alignment right now. My stars are aligning very quickly. January 13th, 2010 to March 12th, today, 1,885 days. So that makes March 15th, 1,888 days from January 13th, 2010. Those that don't know, that's the day I said, hey, enough. Enough. LNF. Lucifer, enough. Legal name, enough. That's my first casting off of business and whatever, and just whatever I got, I go with. Right? And at that time, I amassed over 5,000 ounces of Troy silver that has been destroyed since. If you do the 5,000 sort of thing, just like Facebook, you know, bread and fish, just keeps, doesn't it? See? That's what the allegory was with the baskets of bread over, and when they cleaned up after the 5,000 were fed, you ended up with even more than you started with, right? So you hand out one loaf and you come back, that kind of thing. The silver, the truth servant thing that I talked about yesterday, the 3 servants, one shares with one shares with 10, one buries the truth in the ground, ends up getting buried in the ground with it. Didn't make the master happy. Excuse me. For those that actually consider the Bible of any value at all, just telling you what the stories are really saying. January, the Morgan dollars. Because I was looking through, it resonated more, and of course Morgana, right? Let's say she's the one that had Guinevere by the short and curlies, Arthur's half sister. She knew that Guinevere was unfaithful to Lancelot. She knew a whole lot. She had lots of shit and dirt on the whole round table. So she was the conscience, reminding them, and of course banished and whatever. That's Morgana. The Morgan dollars. My personal, for American minted artwork, Morgans, for me by far, were the most beautiful. Walking Liberty is great too, but the Morgans, just the artwork and the detailing. That's why I collected coins. The old days and stuff like that. But for me, it was always about what the history was, who held the coin, where did it travel, design on it, etc., etc., etc. It was all steal me. So we have the 1888. That's 3 days from now, March 15th, which is the Ides of March. For those that recall, March 15th was a rather profound day for me 1 year ago on that day. A couple other things were paying out that I don't need to get into it, but the dots are connecting real quick. DeLorean, Irish car, time traveler spirit. That's the Cairo car. Cairo. That's your Cairo. Your spirit is your car, right? The Re-ish, the Most High man, That's the allegory of you when you are of the Most High Christ mind, the R-E, and no longer so much the ish, the Piscean fish, the heart of man, the fish, cold-blooded. Feels no pain, just pressure. True story. Now, I did also, September 1st, 2010 to today, and that was, what was that? Could have been that few, was it? No, there's something up with the calculator on that one. But anyway, you can't make a mistake. I saw immediately 654 in it, which is clicked with me. My first sell I ever had was 6542783, which is a very interesting number because one of the guys in the band, Mike Zimmer, had the exact same phone number, just started at a different place. Yeah, his was 836-5427. We had the same phone number, order, just slightly askew. Neat, eh? Yeah, I thought so too. But the 2783 is a 911. That was the first cell, right? 27-9-83-11. Lots more going on in there too. Of course, 8324 is the mirror. I'll get into the elephantum in a minute. Oh, blue kachina, red kachina. The red pill, blue pill. All right. Ka, spirit. Ki, chi, ki, life. Na, not applicable or now applicable. You see, the red is the not applicable. The blue is the now applicable. Explains why I'm tooting around in the blue car China, right? I was going to get into Ulysses. Oh, here was the one that really just kind of lit me up. Mama, physical mama, crossed over on November 14th, 1987. And I was really curious because I had the day calculator out. Geez, I wonder how many days it's been since then to today, and it was 9,981. Oh, look, 19 days shy of 10,000, which ends up on 313 March, or 331 March 31st. And for those that know me, there's the 33 vertebrae in the one sense of self. 331, 313, the trinity in the mirror of itself creates a 7 upright 7, not the upside down L 7, right? I know I'm going all over the place here. I just had so much going on today. I was going to talk about stocks and bonds. Ulysses, let's get into the Troy, and then we'll get the mics open because there wasn't any chance of it last night. We actually ran out of time after 3 hours. Couldn't believe that. Kidding. Of course I could. Didn't feel like it, though. Ulysses. Oh, that's the other thing, too. 10,000 days from November 14th, 1987 to the end of 10,000 days is, like I said, March 31st, 2015. And how do you represent 10,000 scientifically? Well, 10 to the power of 4. So it's simply a 10-4 over and out. Funny that. Solitary and at the same time. Isn't that funny? But the next day, 31st, was first day of freedom. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, it's an interesting month is Mars, Aries, god of war or of the Most High. Aries or Aries. Depends if you're Roman or not. The Romans love their wars. Aries, god of war. Mars, yeah? Silly Greeks, Romans. Anyway, Ulysses, the story of Ulysses is, again, it's the same, it's a Christ story as well. Going through the trials and tribulations to put off flesh, the ignorance, the childishness, the destruction, parasite, all of these things. And Ulysses was part of the Trojan. He led the actual battle inside Troy once they came out of the Trojan Kingdom to fuck Troy. Okay. Oh, yeah. All plays out nicely, doesn't it? Just put things in the mirror and you'll see it. The Trojan horse, the whole idea of that was allowing a threat into your kingdom, your truth called Troy. I'm going to play both sides of this because Troy is the physical silver value. That's how it's silver. Physical silver is weight, and Troy ounces. 10-ounce bar of silver Troy is 11 ounces imperial. Okay. Yeah, I know. I can already hear D's wheels turning this. But anyway, what Troy launched 1,000 ships. Helen, or Helene, Emily, my oldest representation of butter. Middle name is Helene, which is a combination of both her grandmothers, Helen and Pauline. Helen with the E. Hélène, if you, it's French. Hélène. Anyway, of course, Astro Gemini, most know that Helene or Helen of Troy was their sister. Interesting. And of course, Paris. The whole war, the city of Troy, that whole war, 10 years long, was based on lust. It was based on greed. It was based on betrayal. It was based on everything wrong. And Troy has been made out to be the victim in all of it. Of course, you see the movie Troy, and it's, we're all dead, But really what was going on there was, what's the little fucker's name? Paris and, it's eluding me. I'll get it in a minute. Like I said, I'm tired. Anyway, the war in Troy should never have started. It was based on a betrayal. And of course, the Greeks had already set out to sea before they realized that Helen was not with them. And of course, they turned around and brought a few other people with them to besiege Troy. For those that watch the movie, it's a very, very good anagogic of the energies of how they're playing out. And you see the one little bastard, goes from the superhero in the Lord of the Rings series, right? The elf, the cool elf that can jump up and down. This whiny, bickering, sniveling little bastard that thought it was okay to shag another king's wife. And of course, then Paris comes out to defend his brother and ends up killing the king. And of course, Achilles comes in and takes care of that business. Now, there's an essay called The Achilles Heel. You might want to have a look at that one. What the Achilles heel is in the system, the Piscean heel, the Ankh L, right? If you look where the Achilles heel, Achilles tendon is, you'll see that it separates the Ankh L from the Piscean soul. And the legal name is to remove it is the arrow that goes into the supposed god Achilles, dipped in the river Styx to be immortal, except was left untouched at the points where his mother was holding him by the ankles when she dipped him. Okay, that's why the only way to kill Achilles was to hit him there. And that's the allegory, anagogic of that's how you kill the system that is killing you. Achilles, to kill consciousness of the divine feminine. Achilles. French for two, kill, literal. Use it all. You can mix and match. It's the whole smorgasbord with phonics. Kill, literal sound. E, which is consciousness 9 in the mirror. S, divine feminine. It's also a Luciferian serpent in its mirror. It has to be equal and opposite. I choose the intention of the letters within it to expose the spell and to break it. So if you want to take out the system, to kill, the system is called Achilles. This is the tendon. This is where you send the arrow. And the arrow is simply the Icarian bow, if you will. Same thing with Ulysses. He was the only one that could string the bow and shoot the arrow through 12 locks or something, to pass a test to marry the marriage of the mind. Pen elope, you might pronounce it Penelope. Pen meaning mind, elope, to be wed. So it's the wedding of the mind. So that's when you take care of your arrow of truth takes care of all 12 disciplines passing through each eye, right? If you want to see this in beautiful form, the symmetry of the 1954 Ulysses movie is beautiful. Kirk Douglas in it, Anthony Quinn. It's old school. And it's done in beautiful form. And it is done at such a pace that you can spend the time going, oh, look, when they meet up with the Cyclops, they end up blinding the Cyclops with the sharpened stick in the fire once they get the Cyclops drunk. And that is becoming drunk with the reality around you. It has blinded your third eye. And of course, Ulysses and all his crew, just coming back from the Troy victory, they were the ones that let the rest of the army in. They were in the Trojan horse. Ulysses led the team to go and open the gate. And then, as you know, historically in the story, allegory, Troy fell. So that was and of course Achilles fell there too, right? Now, Troy, in the most literal physical silver money attribute, is the system, and Achilles is the representation of the death of that system inside the city itself. You might as well call Troy the city of London, and the legal name fraud the Achilles arrow. Okay? So you become literally the Trojan horse, and don't worry, the gates are opened. A few of us got in the Trojan horse, walked the path, and opened the gates for everybody else. Come on in. And it's creation is yours if you want it. It's mind-numbing to me as to why people still hesitate. It really is. You don't understand the power you wield. You're still afraid of something. But don't be afraid of the big bad wolf. He'll huff and puff, and it doesn't matter, baby. Let him huff and puff. You know what happened in the Three Little Pigs story? Tried to blow down the brick house. Well, that's what happens with truth. You build an impenetrable tink, tink, tink fortress around you, literally. I know you can't see it, but it's an invisible shield, okay? It really is. It really is. But I can't see it, Kate. No, you will. You don't see it, you feel it. And it's all encompassing. It's like you're in this beautiful little tiny bubble. Tiny bubbles. Nothing penetrates the truth. Nothing. That's your shields up. That's your X life inside the hug of creation. O. X's and O's. Tic-tac-toe. Play the game. It's really simple. Back to Ulysses. You lie, say yes, right? You lie, the intent of lie in creation of Luciferian intent, serpent, Ulysses. And of course, you can flip that over back into its absolute mirror, not into, but its opposite mirror, to be of the Most High. Your is ES. The intent of your spirit breath in divine feminine creation is the consciousness of divine feminine creation, Ulysses. Urias. That's, this goes on and on. Ulysses, Achilles, I wanted to touch on that. Troy, Helen of Troy. For those who want to, look around, you can verify all this stuff. I know what the satiation of the intellectual ego can be like. These are all easily verifiable. Helen of Troy, the sister of Castor and Pollux, regarding Zeus, and I forget a couple of names that whoever Zeus bagged goes by, but it's all the same story anyway. What else? Just want to make sure I covered. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers any of the technical stuff I want to go over. The elephant. Again, look at the things about an elephant, what it represents, not what it is. It's a big fucking gray animal if you go literal, right? Go to the zoo. Okay, duh. Go to Africa. Leave the fucking animals where they live. Okay, leave them alone. But there's the elephant in the most literal form. Aren't they cute? Dumpa-dumpa-dumpa. Okay, got it? That's literal. Is that where you're going to leave it? No. course not. Because if you left it literal, you'd just be going to the zoo once in a while to see one. Oh, look, honey, an elephant. Yeah, and not see anything more than, oh, look, honey, an elephant. And that's humanity. Oh, look, honey, an elephant. That's all they see. So when you see an elephant, use the third eye to see the rest. An elephant never forgets. Right? An elephant never forgets. Think about it for a second. I've covered this one too, but let's carry it on a bit more. Look at the jokes. No. How can you tell when an elephant's been in your refrigerator? Well, there's footprint in the butter, right? That kind of thing. How about the elephant in the room motif? What is the allegory of an elephant in the room? It's the secret, the big secret that just can't keep anymore. Legal name fraud is the elephant in the room. It is extinction level event of the heart of most high mind. And of course, when you add the womb, the magnetic, it becomes elephantome, phantom. And for all you people that like to eat scarios, I used to call them what they were, phantomats. Yeah, that's. Look at the can. I don't know if they make them anymore, but ask the girls, hey, you want some phantomats tonight? For scary phantom tomatoes. It was a play on tomato phantoms, right? Phantomats. But there it is. It shows up. Elephantome. Tome. Book. Book life. Extinction level event of the heart of the most high mind. Book. Book of life. This is the elephant in the room. Makes the legal name extinct. That's extinction level event. It's the death of Lucifer's consciousness, consciousness of Lucifer, consciousness. Ellen in. Ellen back. Elephant. Elephino. That's what happens if you cross an elephant with a rhinoceros. What is it? Elephino. Just a little phonics fun. These visuals, once you start catching on, and it's not a big deal. It sounds like it's not rocket science. That's the problem. This is kindergarten shit. This is wonderkind. Okay? Everything you needed to learn, you learned in kindergarten. True story. It's what they taught you after that that fucked your heart up. True story. Anyway, you can call in at, what, did I send it? Yes, I did. Good. You can call in tonight at 661-467-2401. And, of course, the BTR listener is 058 tonight for those that want to call in via Skype. There are a couple of emails that I could address to bring it to the fore, but I don't want to get into technicals. I don't want to, I'll share them. The only reason I'll share these is for a very specific purpose with a couple in our email group that I know how they work, so I put together what I can for them. The 44 put together is the 88. Of course, I had to get up to 88 miles per hour in order for the DeLorean to travel through time. Just to go back to the last movie, the idea was to get the car up to speed, they had to use an old steam locomotive. And Doc had put together 3 packages to start burning at different intervals, so they would ignite and accelerate the train. And for those that watch the movie, if you stay in the legal name reality, you go off the cliff with the train. In the anagogic, you go off the rails because there's no bridge in the movie, right? That's the thing about the legal world. There is no bridge. Humanity's been trained to believe that is the bridge to remedies. No, it's the bridge to death. Had an email. Of course, I sent some stuff out to the individual that sent the email regarding. Let me see. Said another one come in. Yeah, funny. I'm talking about silver tonight, eh, Frank? Isn't that funny? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Look, you're connected. Where was it? Here it is. Someone had sent out, I guess, on a random email. Yeah, I know. Isn't it funny? Self-correct. No, I'm just showing you how it works. I will always speak in sarcasm. Anyway, the New Jersey Free State conference call. Interesting. Okay. again, it's one of these, well, when you see Free State Conference Call, New Jersey, you know that there's no Free State involved there. There's New Jersey there, so there's no Free State. Of course, if you still think that you're in New Jersey, you still have an issue with the legal name for sure. Okay? Because you're living on the false world atlas, all writing and stuff for you, all squiggled into place, right? Where was it? Physical meetings now has been proposed. Meet telephonically. First get started. Now, I'm just based on what I see in observation. New Jersey Free State Conference Call. That's not a long stretch to know what that's about. Looks like some people looking for freedom. So I just it came in on one of those. What do you call it? Just someone doing a send out. So I sent back, Babylon has fallen, bulletproof, daughters of men, Nameaholics Anonymous, and I just put a note, perhaps you should explain the legal name fraud that owns all of humanity by playing in the fraud legal name game. It's called the Mark of the Beast for the Whore of Babylon Commerce. Revelations thingy, pencil equals carbon equals 666 equals sign here beast. Okay, that's pretty straight up, you know. And I got the email back, of course. Love this when it happens. Hello, Kathy. Didn't do any homework, did you? That's okay. I get it. And Corey writes, Corey Perkins. There's that Perkins again. Polly Perkins. Peter Parker, Polly Perkins. Perkins in John Wick. Funny that. The heart of, well, you see the difference? What path are they walking? Well, I know which one. And it's not based on phonics just by itself. It's based on anagogical concepts contained within phonics and everything that relates to it. Right? The energy. See everything at the same time. So here's what they responded. Wow, great pieces you sent me. Very informative. You don't say. Very? I just think they're informative, personally. Not very. They're just informative. It doesn't have to be very truth. It just has to be truth, because very is truth and consciousness in phonics. Verily meaning true, e meaning consciousness. So how can it be very true? It has to be true. It's just true. Leave it there. Wow, great pieces you sent me. Very informative. In the coming weeks, would you like to speak on these pieces? If yes, let me know, and we'll put them on agenda and let you have the floor. Oh, well, how very nice of you. I don't need permission. I don't have the floor. It's either there and I take it because it was given, so it's neutral, or it's not. So I just wrote back, hey, I'm on air. There's a reason for this. I'll show you. Hey, I'm on air 7 nights a week. Just Google legal name fraud. People don't realize that it's illegal to use what they think is their legal name equals permacriminal in the eyes of all legals and laws. Quite the nifty trick to enslave humanity, and it almost worked. Just a heads up, my voice is low for a girl, LOL. Kate. Isn't it just? So girly. Anyway, and then I wrote, just let me know what works. I use Skype to call everywhere. And writes back, hello, Kate. Okay, I did not know you have that much on your plate. Baby, I got the whole universe on my platter. But I won't be able to touch that topic anytime soon, so I figured I would delegate it. I have too much logistic and organization-wise to start teaching now. However, we will get to the topic. Thank you for your help. Interesting, eh? Isn't that interesting? Because what they just told me was they're too busy caught up in the literals. They don't want the answer. They'd rather dance around it for a while. And by the way, legal name fraud isn't a topic. It's an objective. Topics are subjective. I don't do topics. Two PICs. I go to the bathroom by myself. It's the top I see. Taurus, creation I see. This is toric, not topic. Okay? But look at how much work, literal bullshit nonsense, people put themselves through by missing the Achilles heel of the system. It is so simple. But I won't be able to touch that topic anytime soon. It's the only topic that matters, because every other topic you have attached to it is subjective, created from the legal name fraud. I could say dopey, but I'll be nice on this one. It's just someone that doesn't know. But, read the... here's the thing about reading the essays. You might not get it in the first pass, but that kangaroo is going to be jumping around forever. Because, see, that's the thing about a truth. A love once found. Right? Right in the song Shelter. A truth once found can never be lost. Ever. It can't. You see, you never have to look for the truth. The truth is always right there, self-evident. The only thing you ever find yourself looking for in your mind, typically if you're looking for anything, is another lie to cover the last bullshit thing you did. That's it. What else are you going to be thinking about? And the system loves to give you directions to fill out their forms, to keep you nice and tightly boxed in somebody else's contract. Got nothing to do with you. So for those interested, and I think it's a lot of fun personally, but for those of you that still have parents alive, start forwarding all the mail back to your parents. I mean, they said they pay for fucking college, right? What you're actually doing is you're the trust fund for mom and dad. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Life is a trust fund for death. And you trust this world? How it works? Send the contract back. It's got nothing to do with you. And if anyone wants to send you little pieces of paper, just make them aware of that. Sorry, not my contract. That contract was between this being and this being, either alive or dead, that created this contract, that legal name that that you kept thinking was you, like I do. It's not. Is their creation, nothing to do with you. For it all correspondence there. That'll wake your mom and dad up, won't it? Because now they're now under obligation to every fucking debt and bill and mortgage and everything else that they created that contract and, aided and abetted somebody else into covering their bullshit debts for them. It sounds kind of nasty, but then you don't know who mom and dad really are. See, I'm lucky. Both the physical aspects are gone, so it's straight to the graveyard with the stuff. So I just put every fucking legal name, everything, nunc-pro-tunc this, that ever came, it went straight back to the grave from whence it came. I let the dead bury the dead. And so in my literal reality, everything that was ever deemed of that legal name is now in the grave with my dad. It's kind of a big fractal that kind of dumped in me last night. So send it back to the grave. Because if you're going to keep using a legal name at all, you are in the grave with mom and dad. That's their contract. And if they're walking around, make them pay their own fucking bills. They're the ones that made the contract. This is why when parents talk about, their kids and everything else, you better sort yourself out first. And you better, if you want to deal with pieces of paper, you're still getting paper at you, that's because you're still in the matrix. So it's an easy stop. This is so easy. It's an easy stop. All you need to do with anyone that's trying to contract you through mom and dad's registered name, and if you're mom and dad, Emily and Hillary's contract's null and void for years. There's no agreement there. It's all fraud. I see it. It's revealed. Dupe data in the physical Lucifer sense. Let's talk about the Carl Lentz approach. Duped out of the property and the intellectual copyright of the girls' names, like property though. You say it's the consciousness that is in each of those bodies that is set free, along with the body. Because here's the thing: the names that were given to them were given with the intent of their path, not to be dead slaves. And upon that realization, that's when that contract is null and void. The birth registration that June, myself, did for the girls was done in complete and utter fraud. Knowing the system, I became aware of it. It's now null and void. There's no contract there, physically or spiritually, regardless if they're, same with Sue and anyone that I've done a lot of cleanup. Okay, they're from clear. If you go back to I Who Should Not Be Legally Named, that is the analogic of relieving yourself from all of these stupid contracts Clean yourself completely. Strip every Pinocchio string you think you have, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, most important, to anything or anyone around you. That includes the stuff you love. Okay? That's all idol worship. Anything you worship in the physical is idol worship. Get it back. Now just play. You give it back in your mind. No, it's not yours. You know, be an awful full grave along with the mail, mom and dad, and houses and cars, and be an awful. So give it. It's already done. And all you need to do is make any aiding and abetting party, some fucking government guinea or bailiff or lawyer or whatever, don't hesitate to let them know. Yes, you're trying to contract with the wrong party. The owners of that contract are this legal name mom, this legal name dad. If they're still using it, then fucking let them use it. But forward the bills to them. That'll wake them up. Hey, you, mom, dad, you built the contract. You're going to piss them off, ain't it? Well, it's their fucking contract. Well, I didn't know. Well, yeah, then you best let whoever you made that contract with know. That's you, by the way, inside yourself. Become aware of it. It's quite the process, doesn't it? You start throwing all their mail back in the grave. Back to its original owner. You see, once you do that, mom and dad are no longer innocent by ignorance or omission. They're guilty by commission because you've made them aware of it. Don't worry, this will snap a lot of people out of it. Oh, yeah. Get merciless and fun with it, will ya? It's an illusion. You have the Achilles heel. It's crazy. Well, since we're on this kind of an energy, let me just get to the board, see if anybody's there. Well, yeah, we got Paul board. Another email, just to give you an example of different levels of where people are. And it's not, excuse me, it's not judgment. It's just, I know where you are. You got a ways to go, though. Have a look. Let's see. This one, I was going to add this to. Oh, here's a great one. Guys, get your crayons out, make some notes. This is literal truth I'm telling you, so literally write it down. Get it in your mind, get it in your heart. Okay? Just lose this fucking monkey fear of squiggles on paper. Not yours. All right, so this came in from Scott. Hello, I'm just getting into this. A friend of mine put me on to lose a name. Good. Okay, this is where you have to breathe, though, eh? My question is, I have process servers knocking because I'm in certain. You're not. No, you're not. It's a lie. You're not in debt. Process servers? Process for tax servers? Yeah, servers of the beast. Oh, they'll keep knocking. See, here's the thing that they must get. They must get. Did I say the word must enough? They must get your absolute consent to be, think, act in, make believe that you are somehow, in some way, attached, connected to that legal name that is a contract that has nothing to do with you. Well, I made the contract, not you. You've just been going along with it. Bullshit contract you've been going along with, eh? And you thought mom and dad love you. Well, of course they do. They got fucked. Oh, let them know. Give them their mail. We're going to see how fucked they are in a quick instant. Yeah, send the bailiffs and the process servers to mom and dad's door. It's their contract, nothing to do with you. Or just stop it in its tracks. That name doesn't exist. They can pound all they want. Hospital debt? Are you kidding me? I had some of the finest medical treatment I've ever experienced in my life. Jane Doe-755. Well, if there's going to be any bills sent in the mail, it's going straight back to the Mount Sinai Hospital. I just got the right of use of it. So did humanity as a result of it. Isn't that neat? Yeah, you think there's a debt? If you say you have something, you have it. You don't have a debt. You have an idea that you think you do, but you don't. You know. My question is, I have process servers knocking because I'm in serious debt for hospitalization Hospitalizations over 2 years. I can't declare bankruptcy again. You don't have to until 2020. Any advice is good. Yeah, lose a name, win the game. And hang out with us, Scott. Just hang out. It's really simple. You found the right place, loseaname.com. Read the essays, hang out at the table with us. But you're already free and clear, love. It's got nothing to do with you. Humanity was never supposed to pay for its survival. You know? We kind of do a team thing on the spiritual body level. Yeah, got all Lucifer here. There's no debt. It's illusion. The only debt that's attached to anyone's ass is the legal name. Anything that quote, bond that stalks you, puts you on the shelf and haunts you, that's your binding, your bondages, your bandages, your mummifications, smuggling clothes, baby. Okay? That legal name thing, you peeled off. Nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with you. You weren't there. You didn't create the body, and you sure as hell didn't name it. You just kind of went along with what Mom and Dad told you. And they were deceived, and they're not really that smart about the law or anything either. Yeah, they didn't know that. So it's a deception. Any fraud found, fraud revealed, is null and void, nunc pro tunc. In the moment you think it and see it, it's done. It's over. It's finished. Stand there. They can throw all manner of monkey dicks at, doors and phones and all the rest of it. That's all it is, just fucking white noise. That's their Zion in the mirror. It's just noise. That's all they do is they make noise. See if they can make you squawk. No, not me. Can't do it. So there is that one. I'll mark that as unread so I can come back to it. Do a little write-up for it. Let me see. There was one other one in here. I think it was this. Getting lots of feedback on that Hamilton video. Some people are catching on and finding us. That's good. Like I said, it's not like I haven't put enough things together that you can just send out and bring people to the table. By all means, hey, we're together, right? So anything that is there available to you, that it's out, everything I've done is where it is. Help yourself. Feel free. Get the word out. If you haven't got the right words for it, then you know that it's there. I've done my best to, really pick through every letter and squiggle and intent and sound to get full concepts with the English forms of it. There's another Babylon has fallen now in Russian. How about that? Yeah. And Putin disappears? What's that all about? Just putting you on? Yeah, they're probably just putting you on. But anyway, let me see. I'm just looking for an email here. Not sure if this is the one. In a general sense, it was. Okay, not that one. In general sense, it's an individual looking for a legal remedy. You could say Dean Clifford and Guy in the same sentence, and it'd be the same thing. No, the easiest contrast I can show there is the last seminar, the Hamilton one, by the way, was the last seminar Dean did, and it was actually the first one I did with actually anyone in any form of movement. I wasn't much into the seminar thing. Weird, eh? So I only did one, that's videotaped. I had a couple of seminar-type things in Toronto, but those were, more just me and no other, quote, truth or names or whatever. So this was really the only truther event that I can, of any consequence. Dean's a very well-known name, in the sovereign freeman idiot movement. They're still in ids, right? So they're idiots. As soon as they get out of the id, the contract is not theirs, and lose their Luciferian lust worship of the physical world, they'll be fine. But, if you want to put us in the same sentence, remember the contrast. Yeah, same seminar. I spoke on the Saturday day, as did he, and the Sunday, and that's where he got arrested. The biggest fundamental difference between Dean Clifford and myself is Dean's in jail right now. has been since that event. That was November, what was that? 2013? It's been a while, eh? It's an easy fix, Dean. I mean, you're close. It's kind of, they haven't established identification beyond reasonable doubt. You know, you're that close. Lose a fucking name, dope. Step free. While you cling to it in your mind, heart, and soul, it will always be you. And the demons will hold you in check. It's a contract, a spiritual contract. And they will steer that physical body around as long as you think you're that name. As soon as you know you're not, that's where you command the demon. So there you go. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, let's get the mics open here. Okay, guys, all the mics are open. Anybody want to jump in here?
Yeah, I quit smoking, Kate.
Atta girl. You're doing that. You're still doing that copycat thing. Stop.
Being a wise.
Yeah, I know you're being a wise.
I'm a wise.
Yeah. Careful, you haven't been at the table for a while. I'm kind of a long way from where we were when we were at the table last. Just ask anybody that's been around since. Okay? We stay the course here.
I'm back.
This is about you, buddy. All right. So, I need you to breathe, love. Just breathe. This is about Richie. The original form of the consciousness in the whatever body meat thingy goes by a path of Richie and a few other things. Right? It's about you, kiddo.
Yeah.
Leave me out.
I like Fluffy, but yeah.
No, you don't.
Fluffy's master is
no one's supposed to like the demon. No. That's the demon. I got her. I got that under wraps. No, don't worry. Those that don't have to ever experience that demon thrashing again, yeah, they love it. I love it too. It's beautiful. Demons getting slain with it. For any remaining demons out there within yourself, fair caution. Fluffy's the great devourer. I know this. It's a really, really neat pedagogical that's done that too. So like last night, it was a bit of a sermon, wasn't it? Yeah. Time's short, guys. The only focus there is right now is legal name fraud, getting the word out. What are you doing to do that? That's all I care about. What are you doing to do that? And beyond that, you know, go ahead, give me another topic that's more important. Than your own soul.
Nothing that I can see.
Yeah.
Hello, Kate.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm okay, actually. I'm Fred. This is Fred.
Oh, are you?
Richie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm again in debating. Do I fucking sign that divorce paper?
Oh, fuck no. It's not. You're not getting divorced. That's between your mom and dad and whoever the other legal meat stick name thing is. Nothing to do with you.
Yeah, but that would be so much easier, and it feels like it's... Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I want to give you a solution. Let's go with a solution, right? Yeah. So you obviously have some pieces of fucking inked paper, right? Yeah?
Yeah, always.
Okay. Well, do you have a stapler?
I do.
Can you find? Well, if you don't have one, go find one.
Actually, I don't have them. I burned them last time. She dropped them.
Oh, okay. Well,
listen, she announced it in the morning, and she came
I
at
don't
9.
care. I don't care about your incidentals. I'm telling you the solution. Just stay with me. I'm not wasting time here. You want the answer, I'll give you the fucking answer. It's really easy. Burned, good, even better. What you can do is now, is there a lawyer involved? And, of course, the action's involved. What you do is go to the essay page, print out a whole lot of shit. Babylon has fallen, bulletproof, legal name fraud, nameaholics, and you've read these, right?
Yeah, I read quite a few.
Okay, then they're
like
your. There you go, because you did, just in a different meat.
No, I did. Yeah, you're breaking out a lot for.
Okay, just take whatever hand grenades you've read, because they're now full of your gunpowder, and fire them off. You know how?
Yeah.
What's that?
I actually do that. Can tell I'm French. I've been putting on a couple of French sites. Babylon's Fallen in French. La Chute de Babylone.
There you go.
I missed the French show the other day. I was pretty pissed. It was just one day I could actually get on it, and I missed it.
We'll do another
one. French.
We'll do another one.
One thing. What?
We're as soon as Libya and Ferocity want to do another French show, just they'll let me know.
Oh yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Although it's difficult for me because I'm working at a farm, so at that time I'm out working. So it's really, I always 98% of the time listen to the archive, so it's really hard for me to get on. But tonight I had to because, well, to tell you the truth, I didn't totally listen. I heard
you
what
wouldn't lie
said.
to me, right? You wouldn't lie to me to tell me the truth. Of course you're going to tell me the truth. Don't waste time saying things like that. It throws a doubt in. No, this is for everybody. Pay very close attention. Thank you. This is an important one. When you say something like to tell you the truth, as opposed to you normally lie to me, you see that subjective that gets inserted there?
Yeah.
It's a subjective. When you say, well, to tell you the truth, gives the automatic mirror assumption in the mind. It's just common speak, but this is what clicks in consciousness. Says, oh, you're going to tell me the truth this time because every other time you've been telling me fucking lies. So what you do when you say that kind of a phrase is you negate everything you've ever said.
It's like, okay, but...
yeah, I know. It's just, it's nuts. The little traps we got into, man. It's just nuts.
I'm liberated or entrapped in that. I'm intending not to correct everybody that's talking around me, but they always
scripting my job.
And read out that shit to get. I'm like, dudes, can you listen to yourself?
Yeah, I know. Who cares? Don't worry. Any of that self-correcting stuff, I'll do myself and do it with each other. And if you can't see it, they're very.
Too bad.
I feel. Wait. We'll do that. And that's what we're doing. We do this. It's for all of humanity, and they'll talk to their colleagues, but we're doing is moving the entire. Anytime someone says it, it has no power left anymore. This is the power you wield. You guys still don't get this. It's so beautiful. You change all of consciousness. It's beautiful. Anyway, as far as that quote situation doesn't exist, only in mind, just fire off the stuff. What does it do with you, does it?
It doesn't, and I know that.
Of course you do. It's got everything.
Can I say but?
Yeah, you can. Of course you can.
But if I stand my truth, don't give up, I actually feel like I'm committing some retaliation or
I know,
or vengeance on her.
No. It's a tricky thing, isn't it?
And she needs it to buy a house for my son, so it's all like fucked up. I'm like,
no.
I want to sign it, so it's going to be so much easier.
Okay, hang on a second. Okay, listen. As far as your ex-wife wants to do, she's not buying your son a house, she's buying her one. Lose that illusion real fucking quick. Okay? Remember, you're dealing with humanity in a very Luciferian construct right now. Now, she's not doing it for her son. She's using, well, I'm the mom. I have to take care of him. I need a really nice house. Fuck you. You got a house for your kid? Your kid can live with you.
No, she doesn't. Actually, she's about to buy it. She cannot buy it if we're not divorced.
Good. Then she's not going to commit mortgage fraud by doing so.
No.
You're not going to go along with that, are you? You're not going to take part. Right. No, but stop. I'm going to get you to stop. You're French-Canadian. I know what French-Canadians are like. Stop.
I'm not Canadian. I'm French.
Well, whatever. No, you're not. You're human. You're running a French-Canadian program. Okay?
Location. You located
right.
me in French, I locate differently. That's all.
Yes, I know. I know the French Canadians. I hung out with them. Fiery little bastards, aren't you?
No, I was born in Paris.
Well, even better, even more fiery.
Yeah.
There's our Troy connection. All right, so
okay, let's go about.
All right,
I'm
with me.
I'm good with the divorce. Okay.
Good. Let it go, and you know what? Don't let. You love you love them. You know, regardless of everything else. I know you love them.
Yeah.
You know, of course you do. You married her. Okay.
I'm gonna have to deal with the sheriff because I'm going to be served. That's that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Look, okay.
No, okay. Let me rephrase that.
No, I'm not gonna let you rephrase that. You're going to rephrase that. You don't need my permission. You're going to rephrase that.
I'm rephrasing this.
Okay.
A sheriff is going to look for a legal name, and it's going to be, for me, annoying to actually try to get him away from my day.
You know what you need to do, buddy? You need to lose your attachment real quick because you're the one clinging to this. You got to let the kid and the ex go completely. You're caught in Lucifer's matrix. You don't know who either of them are.
Caught. That's what I'm calling. I'm caught. I want to slap whatever you're good at. Give him one. Give one to me. You are. Hey, to change the subject a bit.
No, I'm just trying to regroup because you keep stopping me halfway down the fucking trail. Give me a second here.
All right.
I'm trying to give you the whole picture about the contacts and the connections and the contracts that you have with your emotional heartstrings that are going to keep you attached to the death string called legal.
Yeah.
You got to cut that shit clean. What, you don't trust creation to take care of things, Lucifer?
I do.
There you go. Then leave it there. Creation has this. Let it go. This game is so fucking over, guys. You got to let this shit go fast. Let it go. We're at the extinction level event. Okay? We need to kill the beast, legal name fraud. That's what sets humanity free. It's the only thing enslaving all of us into a matrix of commerce reality. Buying houses, having families, going to church, going to school. It's all matrix. What do they teach? How to keep at war, how to keep in debt, how to keep it, fraud. It's a complete matrix. And everyone that you've been in association with in your whole life experience, you don't know who they truly are. Because demon puts on the face of the ones you think might love the most. Because you don't know. Let creation sort it out. I'm good. I'm neutral. I'm zeroed. No strings on this Pinocchio. I'm the Jiminy Cricket, remember? I'm here to click, click, click in your ears. I'll be your conscience. Let your conscience be your guide. Jiminy Cricket's mine. I'll share Jiminy. JC, Jesus Christ, Julius Jesus, whatever analogy or anagogic allegory you need. It's all the same thing. Follow your heart. And when you know something to be a lie, don't let Clon, Lucifer, in fact, pull you in any direction. Because it will pull you, oh, my child, oh, my children, oh, yeah, I know. Don't do it. Take it from experience, not just me. There's lots of us. Don't do it. Let it go. Let it go. You're not onto hell. I'll tell you, when you let go, that's the moment you set them free. If they're truly meant to be, you set them free in that moment. You're the one binding to hell by being in the contracts. By allowing another contract to go into place, i.e. a mortgage to buy a house. You know what? She can go and rent a fucking house with her own legal name if she wants to play that. She can rent an apartment. She can fucking take care of herself. That's a problem, You pop one of these fucking demons out of a bitch, and the next thing you know is you got your whole fucking life dragged around. You notice?
Yeah, 2.5 years. Thank you.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, I know you.
I get it. The girls' mothers only saw the girls as possessions, things.
Yeah.
It's okay. I know where that is, and I know the girl's mother. It's a good heart. She means well. Same with the girl. Same with Sue. I know their hearts. They've got good hearts. Let it go. There's a few out there that have black hearts, I know. They kind of turned up. What they do with their reality and creation, well, they're on their own. It's not like I didn't try to help. No guilt with us, you know. That's the thing. When you tell someone about the legal name fraud, and this applies to spouses, ex-spouses, children, everything, as soon as you tell them about the legal name fraud, that contract is broken. Make it known. Scream it from the rooftops. It's the only topic worth talking about. It's the only one that sets humanity free, and especially right now. Like, I'm looking at the the final countdown here. Check this out. What are the odds of 10,000 days falling exactly on the first day of freedom after solitary that I've been talking about 3 years ago in this particular month? And of course, it's born identity, 3 years until he did the full turnaround. Ulysses with the 10 years compressed. It's all of Jesus, 33 years compressed. It's all the same thing, and it's all lining up on 331, March 31st. What are the odds? Apparently 100%, because I know creation. There's no coincidence. It's all coincidence. And too many of these dots. I mean, there's the Morgan. Let's go to the Morgan dollar for a sec. Of course, dollar gets its name from the German word Thaler. Gee, Thaler, your pants look full. Thaler, Taylor. Tinker Tailor, soldier sailor. Okay, Morgan is the designer of the coin. Isn't that funny? And there's everything is coincident. Now, Morgana, Morgan, more, modus operandi of the spirit breath of the spirit in the Christ mind, infinitely mind. More can. Silver, dollar, truth. That's the modus operandi. You see, this is where you trade off the Troy and the sterling silver, physical illusion of value, greed, etc., money, whatever you want to call it, and put the truth in its place to see the highest spiritual ascension of yourself, its mirror. When you see silver simply as truth, water simply as truth, things like this, things get really, really clear very quickly. It's because if you're caught in the lit elephant and only see a big gray animal, and I say silver and you only see a color or a coin, you are trapped in the matrix. You have to reach beyond these concepts. An elephant never forgets. Hey, Peanut, right over their heads with this one. You know the comedian. Little mannequin, ventriloquist, throwing the voice. The legal name is you are the dummy of the system, and you're throwing your voice into a meat stick. You're the ventriloquist and the dummy in one. Time to separate the ventriloquist from the dummy and start speaking for yourself, dummy. Legal name says you're the legal name fraud dummy. What is it about these freeman types, by the way? I'm kind of curious. They seem to know an awful lot about the straw man. The legal name is the straw man. Yeah, I know. Why would you want to be one? Well, what do you mean? It's an account. No, you said it right out. It's a straw man, no brain. If you think you're a legal name, then you're a straw man. You have no brain. Because you still think you're that, a thing, a straw man. Because you can't do anything in the Babylonian horse system without the straw man. They'll take you all around the cornfield. They'll even put a post up your back to try to scare the crows away. And that didn't work either. And then along comes little Dorothy and Toto, the door of God in full character, takes you off the post. Then you go up and find your heart. Then you find courage. And there's the Emerald City. Welcome to the Emerald Table. It's all the same story. Right? Spin your gold out, or spin your blood in. The red road goes inwards, egocentric. Red road, or gold and yellow road goes out. That's the expansion of consciousness. Now you're led. Instead of being led everywhere, you've turned that being led into gold. You've set your own path. Rumpelstiltskin. Remember the story of Rumpelstiltskin? It was all about trying to find out what Rumpelstiltskin's name was to break the spell. And, of course, Rumpelstiltskin was overheard saying his name while he was spinning one night, And she was the princess that was going to have to give up her firstborn son was able to tell Rumpelstiltskin his name, and it broke the curse. That's what you're doing here. You now are protecting the child within self by calling out Rumpelstiltskin legal name fraud. Spins the straw man into gold. That's you getting spun from the straw man into gold for Rumpelstiltskin. The allegories are so pure and beautiful when you see them. They are magical beyond magical. And it's simple. Well, I'll ask a free man. If you know the legal name is a straw man, why are you being one? Straw man. It's dead.
I have an answer to that.
Go for it.
Okay, it's not that they are saying that, I read about this, and they're saying that they are the administrator of the straw man.
Yeah,
that
so what?
Rather than the straw man be in the public.
Whoa, don't come to this table with legal fucking monkey chatter. It's all bullshit, don't you know? You can try to fucking go into...
I'm just telling you, I'm just correcting what you're saying from what I've read about it. That's all I'm doing.
Just table, asswipe. Coming in with administrator. Is administrator a legal term? Why the fuck would you need a legal term if you don't play in the legal world? See, you're caught in the trick.
Very good point.
Same thing, man. You got some ID, bud?
No. I'm trying to figure out how... There is a way to dissolve the account, though, so you can completely just get rid of it.
It's a remedy world. Listen up. Listen the fuck up. I'm trying to save your fucking soul here if you want it. If you want it, then you're going to shut the fuck up and listen to someone knows. One path. No? Did the time. Like the of us. You're going to listen up and you're going to fucking hear this, or you're going to be doomed. You got a fucking legal name attached to you in any way? Administrator? You're fucking doomed. True story. Look it up. I'll tell you what you need to fucking read in his essays, because all that legal shit that you just spewed make Dean Clifford look like a fucking retard. I make Franco Collins look like a fucking retard. All legalese speaks. So don't talk to me about legal. What fucking code book do you want? The Australian, the UK, the Canadian, the United States code? How about Section 18? How about Section 18, you all the way up? Legal name says you're guilty of every fucking law on every book. Because it's illegal to use one, you're breaking the fucking laws themselves by doing so. Any questions? Try okay, that works.
No.
Because I don't deal with bullshit at this table by bullshitting back. I tell you the fucking truth. If you can handle it, great. If you can't, see ya. No gray area here, baby.
Kate, just to let him...
Richie?
Kate, you can't be...
Richie,
be corrected, Kate.
Oh, for sakes, one sec. No, it's not about correcting. Listen, I don't need people coming in here thinking that they can speak for me. I can handle it myself, Richie. Look out. I need this loved soul to hear this. This is my passion of watching people destroy their souls with lunacy. I will fight for you if you won't. Being correct. It's about knowing the truth. Can you use somebody else's intellectual copyrighted property without their permission, yes or no? Give me a yes or no on that. It's a legal question, by the way.
No,
you can't.
No.
Who owns the legal name then? Did you set up the registration account, or was that mom and dad? Did you build the body, or was that the egg and sperm and the little bump and uglies one night? Did you create the body? No. Did you name it? No. Did you get a permission slip from the fucking crown to say it's okay to use this because your mom and dad surrendered your soul over? Did you get one of those? I didn't. So whose contract is it? It ain't yours. You weren't even there. You didn't get there until the first breath in that meat stick, and you got into a stolen fucking car with a name and a model on it. It's a male or a female model dated such and such. It's all stuff in their world. Did you talk over with mom and dad in the crown at the time the register was going on? No, you didn't. Typically, well, I'll tell you, when this registered bullshit with mom and dad with this body went down on June 18th, 1964, I at least had time to shit my diapers before they killed me. I just had to agree to be dead. I'm not in the grave. That contract Mom and Dad took to the grave with them. It had nothing to do with me. And is it okay to third-party interlope somebody else's contract, yes or no? Legal, look up third-party interloping. That's what you're doing every time you use what you think is your legal name, because it ain't. Fact. I can prove it legally, literally, intellectually, whatever way you fucking want, because it's the truth. It's self-evident. Tell you what, I'll give you a good example. Me and somebody else get together and create a contract concerning you, and we're going to convince you to be something you're not, and we're going to and then fuck you with it. You want in on the contract? Simple answer is no. Well, that's what you're doing with a birth certificate. You're getting in the middle of somebody else's duality. Business. B-U-S, is a prefix meaning duality. Two of. Ness is a state of mind or a state of being. Busyness, dualityness, in a state of duality. It is none of your business. If you make it a business, you are now in the duality of it. Strawman. Strawman's dead. I can take any legal fucking argument you want, destroy it with your own legal bullshit. That's the system. Here's the perfect play. The system made it illegal, literally illegal, for anyone without permission beyond the bar realms to use any form of legal name whatsoever. It's illegal to use the legal name. That's a fact. Now, if you're doing something legal and a cop comes up to you and they say, "What's your name?" and you say, "Such and such," you just broke the fucking law. That's why they can cuff you. That's why they can rape you. That's why they can jail you. Do you want some of that? Do you want our ID chip? ID, dog tag? Because that's what it is. You can't get one without what? Legal name. Are you legal name? No. Well, guess I don't get one. Darn. No trip to FEMA camp? No guillotine? No. That's as real as it gets, kiddo. I say that much. I hope you understand that. Your soul is on the line on this. This is not a body and stuff. This is you. This little absolute beautiful essence of creation you are. Are you willing to surrender that? Yes or no? Me either.
No. Nope.
Okay? Lose the name, win the fucking game. End of story. It's got nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you unless you think it does. What is thought? Thought comes from source of life, you itself. And if you think that, you create that, you are contract to that. City of London lawyer, straight to Kate. All he said was this. Here, it is all about contract.
Call-in show.
What's that? Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
No, sorry. It was glitching in and out, and I tried to mute my phone and tell my sister who just walked in I was on the phone.
All right. Now, I want to know, hon. I want to know. You get what I'm saying?
I do. I do. Actually, that set a couple of things straight for me.
Yeah, take every legal fucking book you got and burn it. It's bullshit. Every legal piece of inked, squiggly octopod, cephalopod, bullshit, transforming nonsense on paper in that reality and burn it in your mind. Burn all of your connections. Burn your Babylon down. Burn. It's you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. Get rid of Babylon. Where do you see the magic? If you could see what I see, you would be even louder than Kate. Now, that might sound impossible, but I tell you, this fluffy dragon. Now you see anything that comes in legal. I get the visual of chatting with Dean before I left on the Saturday, telling him I'll come back on the Sunday after the event. We'll go out for a beer and whatever and blah blah blah. Just chat because I didn't talk to him. And I never got that chance because he was spewing leak bullshit, harming so many people. That's why he got grabbed. If you're spewing legal, Yeah, and I've had people talk to me about, well, have you heard of Mary Croft? Have you heard of Franco? No, I'm the last one you're going to ask these questions to, because there's not too many names out there that I haven't been in personal one-on-one contact with. Not many. Anyone of consequence in the movements? Yeah. I've been in touch. Interviewed them, talked to them, Skype called, personal, Dean, Mary Croft, you name it. Frank knows me. Haven't talked to him, but he knows me. I know these people know what they do, because this is all I have been doing. Well, how many days now? Let's see. Non-stop from January 13th to today, 1,885 days in a row. How's your research going? Nice record, eh? Yeah. This is all I do, love. The child matters this much. That's your child with you. It's not some baby, some whatever. No, the child. Life itself is the child, consciousness. That's that raging inferno, that ember inside of you that needs to be lit up. Oh, I'll light you up. And I'll tell you, you will not light up any better once you finally stand in this and you see the magic for yourself. It is so awe-inspiring, and it casts a swath of red sea parted all around you. You want some fear bug around, and they'll stalk you, and they can't do anything, do a damn thing. That's the path of truth. And it's simple to prove. So simple, the most expert legal tips. Well, 3 out of 3 legal types have to agree with their own laws, apparently. Yeah, it's illegal to use somebody else's intellectual property and property without their permission. So when you use a legal name, you didn't have permission to use that name, nor did you have permission to use that body that you're walking around in. That's a true story, isn't it? Look how sick that is. The only thing that's left out of the mind, body, and soul is you, the soul. And if your legal name attachment, your soul, Piscean footprint, is on paper, on their atlas, typically in a hospital room right after the baby's born, to get some blood and take the inked footprint to put the landmark. That's the landmark, light and dark mark of the beast. And of course, the carbon body, carbon hydrogen, carbon is 666. That's the body is the beast, as is the mark of the beast, pencil graphite, carbon 666, where you make your mark. They're both carbon. The legal name and the physical body are the beast. You kill the beast when you find yourself. I just went to Hotel, California. You stab it with your steel eyes, but you just can't kill the beast. It's not just a matter of killing the legal name. It's killing the beast that you serve. The body. Everything in the physical is the masculine. The feminine, that's the heart of source, magnetic, electric, infinitely your consciousness within. You might call it famine. What is famine? Wait a minute. That means it's heart, my, me, oh my, self, and infinitely mine in consciousness. Feast or famine. Sounds like opposites, but they're both the same, equal and opposite. The famine is the feast. You just have to get rid of the family concept. You got to empty your heart. Because as soon as you empty your heart, all the bullshit, that's the famine that needs to occur. So the feast comes in with truth and fills your heart. You see, creation abhors a vacuum. So as soon as you push the shit out of your heart, the sordid stuff, the harms that you do to others through, innocuous little things, whatever that you take for granted, but there are things that harm others. Clean them up as much as you can. Make the effort. It's the intent to do that. Because when you get rid of the garbage out of you, you've created a vacuum or a void within you that fills with truth. That's why Cain and Abel, the story of Cain and Abel will not come near Cain, i.e. the right brain heaven will not open while Cain's in the neighborhood, because Cain always slaughters Abel. Your sordid thoughts always kill the pure thoughts. So clean the mind, clean the heart. When you start thinking only with the heart, doing what is right because it feels right. You know when something feels right or feels wrong. If you want to play in the think it's right or think it's wrong department, well, you're going to play with Tweedledum and Tweedledee, and you'll get to a point where you'll do it mostly right and justify the bullshit that you wanted to make sure you got your piece of. Okay? So it's about cleaning out the heart. Create the void within your heart, get rid of the bullshit, and let the good stuff come in. Heaven will not come to you. You will not get that lightning bolt while you have all this literal, legal, intellectual, UFO, reptilian nonsense going on in your head. Lose all of the matrix. Blank your canvas. Behold a white canvas. Blank it. Get rid of it. Because everything in your reality right now was based on where you came in and all of the programming you got from the family around you, the culture around you, the schools around you, the churches around you, the beliefs around you, the news around you, everything around you. Is that you? No. You are just, if you're in the matrix, you are just a snapshot of yourself. You're lost in the haze. And the days of the weakness will keep you there. Clear the mind. It is illegal to use a legal name. In the most legal of terms, it is a felony. It is illegal to use a legal name. What does that say about the cops? Aiding and abetting in a felony by asking you. I talked about this years ago. It is actually a felony to ask someone for ID because you're aiding and abetting someone in the commission of fraud. Unwillingly, no omission, but here's the thing. The cops know this. A lot more now than did 3 years ago. But it's true. When you know that the legal name is not yours, it isn't, and that it is illegal to use it because it is in their world, they set it up that way to make sure you were a permanent criminal. They want humanity to be a permanent criminal because guess what that gives courts? It gives them terms like, yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor, and they can claim it with impunity because they are in honor and you're nothing but a fucking criminal by being there. You cannot be in a courtroom without being a felon. Parking ticket? Felon. Murder? Felon. Rape? Felon. Running a red light? Felon. They're all felonies. There's one sin that wraps you all. Using a legal name is a felony. Fell on knee. Get it? On your knees, slave. That's the fee of Lucifer. Feline. It's all in the phonics. It proves it out. It's very simple. It is that simple. Now that you know the legal name is a felony, how many legal problems you got? None. How many debts you got? None. How many mortgage payments you got? None.
None.
How many car payments you got? None. How many divorces do you have to worry about? None.
Yep.
That's the destroyer. The creator and destroyer. None. Egyptian goddess. Look these sounds up. N-O-N-E or N-U-N. Could be a lot of things. So look it up and see what your little anagogic trail shows you. It's pure magic. When you do not have a legal name, finally, You no longer have any legal problems or issues. And there's not one legal felon, legal namer, can make a claim on you because they're felons profiting from the avails of crime. Felony. This is going to nail right ahead for you guys. Can't figure that out yet. I'm trying to think of, okay, how can I talk to people and have a legal mind to really make it clear? It's illegal to use a legal name without permission. You didn't get it. But I got a certificate.
Family means dead slaves, right?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Thanks for jumping in. Sorry,
dead slaves, family means dead slaves. Dead slaves.
Exactly. So let me get back to the point. This point I'm driving home. It is a felony, illegal to use a legal name without permission. You didn't bar card, did you? No. That's what the bar card does for prior felons that used a legal name to go through law school. They're all felons. Everyone on this planet with a legal name is a felon. Fallen one. Fel one. Fel one in consciousness. Felony. Do you want to be a felony? That's the legal name is. It is a felony to use one, to do business with one, to use it without the legal world's permission. And cannot be in the legal world without a legal name. It's called a catch-22. So guess what? Spring the catch. Catch the mouse. Be cat. Spring the trap. It's that simple. You can look at any cop or judge, anyone in the face and say, no, I refuse, will not, ever refuse. You got to be careful with unless you know the phonics on it. But I will never commit a felony. You're asking me to commit a felony. Is that your wish? If you want to ask for a legal name, that is a felony to aid and abet someone who knowingly knows that to use a legal name at all is a felony. You're going to arrest yourself now, officer, for attempting to aid and abet a felony? Is that clear enough for you? Does that cover it? Feels good knowing that cops commit felonies every time they ask, eh? Well, you commit one every time you use it. Now, here's how you break the spell of the fel. Because what you're doing now is using the felony to destroy the spell. That's the ones that are not of but in Babylon. Yeah, just stay the course in getting the truth out. That's what will keep you in permanent honor. That's how you destroy the catch-22. And this is not about, oh, look, I can use this to get more stuff. No. This is about, you got what you need, get the word out. Because if you're not getting the word out or making the attempt to get the word out, maybe bring it up in conversation once in a while. Send out an email or, share a link or something. That's all you got to do. You got to show through the intention. This is consciousness playing. You're on candid camera in consciousness. So don't worry. If you're sitting there picking your nose, playing a game on the computer while you're at work or something, consciousness sees that. And I'll tell you what else consciousness sees. The all-seeing eye. I'm in the stream. I know what this is. I'll tell you what else the all-seeing eye sees. It sees every time you click a share to save the child. And you should see how excited consciousness gets. True story. Yeah, Dean Clifford is continually committing felonies unknowingly. But he does know. I can't say that he doesn't. I've talked to him many times. Many times. I've talked to a lot of these legal types many times. Mary Croft, I've talked to her countless times. Fellow Gemini, go figure. There are so many people out there. Sana Bonacci. How many people have I talked to over the years? More than I'd care to count. And they've all heard about the legal name fraud. Lose the name, win the game. That's been going on for 6 years. That was the first catchphrase out of the gate. Lose the name, win the game. Lose the fear, get in gear. There's no fear. Imagine this. You're doing everything benevolent in your life, and there is not one legal bullshit thing on this planet that can touch you. How would that make you feel? Yeah, it feels like heaven because it is. We got 5 minutes to roll over here, guys. 661-467-2401. BTR list 058 tonight. And if you can't tell over the last number of weeks, months, whatever, this bitch here is on fire. The clock is running out. You not feel it? So my mission, I have but one mission, to get this truth through to humanity. You are killing yourselves by committing a felony every time you think you are in and of Babylon with a legal name. Apparently, New Jersey Free State people think there's more important topics. Fair enough. I said Babylon, bulletproof. I didn't respond after that. I didn't do. I'll let Cruz do it. I got the initial wow and I read all 4 and really digested it. And when I sent it, like late last night, to one of the first mails today, I didn't have a chance to read it. Probably just glanced over the first couple of lines of a couple of them. Didn't really take it into them. Babylon has fallen and bulletproof should be everything you need. It's really simple. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to throw a tune. Going into the roll. I don't have the 3 hours on Thursdays. And I'd do some logic rather than this is to show you the magic beyond. Once you get this legal name bullshit, this is all bullshit. The whole world is built on bullshit. Go anywhere and you can do without identification in any of their commerce buildings, libraries, banks, shops, And look at how much plastic and shit people are walking around with their mark of the beast in their hand and the mark of the beast in their forehead because they think they are. And if you think that, you're dead. You're already dead. You're already in the grave. Okay, I'll toss a little tune on here, and be right back. We're beyond it, but hey, let's just call it halfway home, because I'll meet you halfway. Fair? Here we go.
Halfway
Only if you do. Will she care? Only if you do. So, yeah, guaranteed. Any time you want to have a fluffy experience, go legal on me. If you want to play legal, I'll just tell you the truth. You're committing a felony. Any other questions? There are any other questions beyond that? It's the simplest fun thing you could ever imagine, eh? Crazy, huh? Understand what a catch-22 is, and if you do and down if you don't. Here's an example of being in but not of Babylon. You're in Babylon and you're out. So you're not in, you're not out. So what? That's your singularity moment. That's when you realize that, hey, yes, get the word out and carry on because intent is truth. As you pile steamrolling through Babylon, use whatever tools are available, for keeping the meat stick alive long enough for the shimmer, and of course, once you're immortal, you actually become immortal at this moment when you understand the difference between you and the dead thing. Hey, that Jesus guy, he was on to something. Muhammad and the rest of them too. Yeah, pay attention. They were called masters for a reason. If you want to play golf, go to Tiger Woods. You want to play life, go to the masters, the real masters. You get a green jacket and everything. It's really nice. It's called love. Emerald City, like. The green coats are coming. Anyway, yeah, and I have zero tolerance for intellectualism. I'll tell you what it is. It's, the felony of feline E, that's your, Catwoman, versus Batman, right? She's one of the villains. That's the whore of Babylon, if you will. That's the feline Isabel. That's the felony, the negative feminine. And, of course, the negative masculine, which is all in the physical reality, is Lucifer aspect, the fallen one, the fell one, feline. It's all in the same word. Okay? Keeps it simple, easy to prove for anyone that's got that satiation that they need to. Well, I've just got to be sure. I've just got to. I'm sure. Okay, we're sure. We're really sure. That's like me having an ice cream cone that's vanilla with a beautiful taste to it, and you've never tried one, and you're trying to tell me what the fucking vanilla ice cream tastes like. Try it yourself. Hey, you're right. It does taste good. Yeah, it does. Freedom is wonderful. So grab an ice cream cone. Ice cream, we all aim for ice cream. Okay, so. And what can I say? What can I say? Anyone try to prove that the legal name isn't a felony?
I think
Yeah, I tried. Remember, any good test of the truth is to try to prove it to be untrue. And that you learn through the experience. I know it to be true. Feels really different than everybody else is doing, but I know this is true. This is bullshit. In this legal, literal sense, this is bullshit. And I just kept walking in that direction. Others taking from you because of a piece of paper? Seriously? Well, as long as you want to go along with that, that's fine. And all these people that talk about their homes and their children and their cars and all of the supposed important things in their lives that they're worried about losing, they don't have because they're dead. You're dead in the water. You know how easy it is to board a ship that's dead in the water? Do you know how easy it is to come across a ship that's dead in the water? It's easy. Don't be dead in water. Truth. Don't be a ship, a mind, stopped in a minefield. Registered. What's your ship registered under? Well, it's this. Oh, you can't. You got permission? No, you didn't get it. This is what it is the felony because you are required by their rules to use a what to get identification, a birth certificate. Then it says, I've seen videos with it too. You were warned not to do this. Warning, not to be used for identification purposes. So if you can't use a birth certificate for identification, and you must have it to create identification, Are you fucking insane? How the hell can you create identification with something that's not identification at all? Moron. These are the things I said to myself. Verified, absolute, if you needed it. British High Consulate. Don't take it up with me. Take it up with the British High Consulate. That's what you're challenging here. I've walked the path. These are live experiences with my own experience. That's all I have to offer. I'm not going to offer it out of a book. This is my book. From my experience, from seeing their books and calling them out on their bullshit. Enough, Lou. Getting covered in Lucifer. Ferrous oxide. Yellow oxide. Yellowstone Park. You want to see the I Ching the other day? Oh, yeah, there's lots of stuff going down. Haven't really had a chance to look around. Just been looking at emails and working shit out. Crazy stuff, eh? Oops. There we go. You dropped down there. Anyway. Yeah, here's the good one. Any questions on that? Are we clear on legal name fraud? Yes? Because if you ain't, wow. Can't fucking help you.
I say to people like, I found the kingdom of God. Yeah. Yes, it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, the King Tome of Truth, Life. That's the book of life. That's the king that cannot be checkmated because the queen surrounds it. The child within is the king. Kin is knowledge. You can't make this up. There's your chessboard right inside you. 64. 1 to 64. I Ching. 1 to infinity. 7 moves to the back line, leaving 8. Finish the 7 trumpets, the 7 deadly sins, open the 7 seals of virtues, get you into the last row in infinity, immortality. That's where you take your pawn that you've been playing with your whole life, and that's where you get queened. Now the child, the kin, the knowledge, the truth is forever protected within. A truth known can never be unknown, only denied and defied.
The ego, yeah.
The program. The emotions, the fears, the bullshit. That's the demon trying to take you over. You're gonna keep letting that little demon win? Fluffy, sit the fuck down. Yeah, good dog. Yeah, she's got her dog tags. That's the demon slayer. I command that demon at will. It doesn't control me. I do whatever I do because I choose to do it. And I'll tell you, in my heart and mind, there is always a purpose beyond everything in this physical reality. I'm not interested in the physical reality. It's the experience to see the anagogic of the spiritual reality. Photonegative, if you will. Don't get caught in the colorful picture that is the photonegative. Humanity are phantoms, ghosts, zombies, dead on arrival.
It's all fake.
Sure it is.
Faking.
Mm-hmm.
The Fa King.
Well, here it is in
How
a
about the
nutshell.
churches?
If you didn't have a legal name, what you thought of a name, who are you? Yeah, who are you? If you don't have one of those, there's the real question. Then wait a minute. If I didn't have that, who would I be? Yeah, be yourself. Works. No shiny badges or scary uniforms or pieces of squid inked paper. going to control me? Are you kidding? Court jesters. That's what humanity is. All the court jesters, and they're all dead. And you fill the coffers of death with your very life. And consciousness is done, and that stripped and ripped away and drained into the black hole of nothing. Yeah, time's up. How many other headlines we got going on? Let me see, what do we got? Yeah, it's, of course, you guys know I have my my way of things. Truth at all costs. Don't get in my way. You matter that much. Monkey chatter equals chunky matter. You'll create all matters and affairs and intellectualisms and all the rest of the directions. But therefore, if this is this must be, I know, yeah, I get it. Yeah, shut up. Because you're just going to keep going in the same circle, hamster, inside the same box, legal. And your triangle that's inside that circle of life, you, the fire, the pyramid, you, the fire in the middle, you, is trapped inside the circle, inside the box. Do you know how to make a balloon expand? Easy. Throw some heat in it. Hot air balloon it. And that's what you do with your fire, in truth, is you start expanding that circle inside the box and it expands outside. Now you've squared the circle? No, you've circled the square. Because that circle, your life, circle of life, is now spiraling out and up instead of down and in the egocentric. E, consciousness, G, hex, O, womb. Consciousness in the hexed womb. Ego. E as a prefix means no, no-go. Nova, Chevy, Nova, no-go. Well, it's time to go Chevy. There's the key V, key ve, life truth. No, K-N-O-W, to know, va, how to go. All supernova, and that's what this truth does. And these words all work the same way. There's not that many sounds. Really, there isn't. The concepts are simple. You only need. I got to put a game. I got to put a game together. Put a code key. Fill in what the sentence is really saying using the anagogic allegory. Replace the word with this, and you'll see the intent change very quickly. It happens so fractally, though. That's why it's not an easy thing to try to put together, because I'll have to go simple on it for the simple sounds. Even right now, I'm just going, why? Just know yourself. These are just the intellectual pundits and pundits that you see it so magically. It's just like there's nothing magical enough in this reality. It's boring, don't you think?
Hey, Kay, at the Church of Lucifer, right? When they're sitting on their pews, puking on the king, puking.
Yeah.
The pews. Church of Lucifer.
Yeah, it makes you sick, doesn't it? Yeah. Legal namers make me sick, literally. They're putrid. P-U-T-R. There it is. Crucified spirit breath. Id. Putrid. See me? Silly. Right kicks are trids. Now you know what a trid is. Crucified spirit breath. Id. ID. Identification. Artificial intelligence. E-I-E-I-O, not A-I-A-I-O. You're the A, the alpha, Christ, or the Antichrist. It's a six one, half a dozen of the other. Who's your six? Who's got your six? Are you the sixer or the seconder in the Cub pack? You see, that's a six-pack I'm interested in, where someone that has a personal trainer is interested in an already different six-pack, just like somebody else feels like having a few cold ones is interested in a different six-pack. For Mr. Saki, spirit, Ra-Ka, which is the rock, truth, spirit, the Christ line of unconditional love through the Spirit itself. And it's these very few little concepts. I would say there's probably around 15 to 20 max. I don't even think there's that many that I use because everything's so obvious. Anytime I see the key or the X, or the 6 or the 9, the E or the A, the Fa, heart, and infinitely mine. Anytime I see a T, it's truth or crucified, truth or consequences, right? Things like that. They're conceptual. That's why you can take any word, and it always comes back to the heart of Most High. Words like coin, co-in, coincidence, coincidence. Well, coin means of the Most High, high priest. Ari, of the Most High, high priest. Arion is the same as a coin, heart of the Most. Well, I guess we would have to go. No, just Most High works. We'll leave that alone. That's why you have coins in your pocket. That's why there's no heart involved. Psi, as soon as you go to the co-in side, now the spirit, there's the heart itself. Psi is my spirit, soul. U, T for the D is the truth or crucified. E, T, Noska T ipsum means you itself. Right? Know thyself. Ens is mind. Know your own mind. Of the Most High mind sees the Most High of coincidence in all things. It's not a coincidence. It's all coincidence. It is all things for a reason. Look for your key markers, key dates in your life. Look why they are standing out in your outstanding life. Stop standing outside of your own life. Look for these things. June 15th. What is that? Oh, that's Magna Carta was signed on that day. There's the Magna Kiroti. My initials are in Carta. Kiroti, Catherine Renee Thompson. Magna, magnetic. Let's take the hex out. Mana, silence the K, the spirit of self itself. That's the mana. Kiroti, the breads of truth. Ki, life, ro, spirit breath, T, truth. My path is simple. To be the life through spirit breath of truth. Life itself. Like I said, I got a blindingly simple path. Blindingly simple. It's so easy, I had to tell everybody how easy it is, and that's apparently why you're here. Oh, we're having a bit of an echo here. Sorry about that, guys. We do what we do, right? Nice. What was the other thing that just? A few things are going down. Nice X-Flare the other day. Again, it's just watch what's going on. Hey, nice picture, Chris. The border service. We biffed Copenhagen Municipality Civil Service. Funny you should mention the elephant in the living room. Funny we should, eh? Babylon has fallen. Nice photograph. Well done. Holding up the signs, and you put a big elephant in the front door. Hey, look, there's an elephant in the room. There's the confirm on the anagogic. Yes, the legal name fraud is the motherfucking elephant in the chambers, kids. That's Thor's hammer. And you start swinging that, there's going to be a lot of Thor people around. Sort them out. Tell them the truth. Quit lying to them. Quit making up excuses. Quit angling with this fishing rod of legal here and angling with this fishing rod of bullshit over there. They're all angles. Ankles, Ankh Els, hearts of Luciferian consciousness. Pretty simple. Yeah, just scrolling down to see what else was here. Excuse me. Oh yeah, the rare portal to heaven cloud observed in Turkey. Tour of life, indeed. I got to tell you, I can tell you why they call it the portal of heaven. Actually, it looks like the Grim Reaper having a little peek from upside down land. You know, it looks like a Jawa. And then, of course, it looks like the vulva of the vagina. Yeah, it's beautiful. Have a look. You'll see it. It's on the Facebook page. Creation itself. Portal to heaven? Yeah. Feels like a baby's about to be born, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and what else here? A couple of things. Yeah, 2 Secret Service agents drunkenly crashed White House barricades. And these are the people you respect as law. Okay, gets even better. Because here we go back to Ferguson, Ontario, Inverness, Scotland Highland Games, Ferguson, Missouri? Ferguson, Ontario, Missouri. Yes, August 15th, 2010 was the beginning of the Ferguson, Ontario, Missouri, because that's the first time interaction of the system, other than sending out the notices, you know, but in the old days, like we're talking, Judge Bowers was like fucking 3.5 years ago. Jesus, better learn something by then. I already knew shit was going down then. Let's build on that, shall we? Yeah, Ferguson, Missouri. Love this. Oh, hey, look, Tiger Woods got the old heave too. Told you don't own the name, stupid. By the way, every penny you ever made through that legal name, it belongs to your mom and dad. Send them the bills. Make sure you send them all the money, too. Because apparently you're still a child in trust. Grow up. Trust yourself for a change. Oh, yeah. Could I get any more clear with it? Yeah, here it was. What to do with legal name mail? Well, if you're lucky like me, you'll forward that shit to its rightful owners. In my case, that's the Carmoney Cemetery, in their 2-room dugout. Yeah, they still live together, sort of, you know? That legal name thing you thought was your name? Nah, they fucking sold it, eh? It's their contract. Let them open their own goddamn mail. They're the ones that live in a box, 2 of them about 2 feet down. So the digging them up to ask will be relatively light effort. That's in what you name monkeys call Northern Ireland. But then why ask? You weren't actually going to need to dig them up to ask, right? No, me either. I let the dead bury their own and stay buried, all ashes to ashes, dust to dust like. True story. Kate thinking. P.S. Save the dead city of London state the bother. Send it back to the grave for them where it began anyway. Any servant of truth knows to do that. You know, send it to its rightful owner. Like I said, I'm lucky. They both live. They're still. Look, they're not going to move. Yeah, I'll give you the plot number and everything if you want it. That's where the mail's supposed to go. You know, have you ever noticed when they're building houses, they're always plot numbers? Being in the trade's kind of stuck out for me. I used to laugh at that, eh? Oh, look, another burial plot. Let's go build something on it. I know, it's hilarious. That's why I haven't got time for nonsense. It's too funny and too retarded to oh, man. Yeah, let's do a Dean Clifford Kate of Gaia seminar, eh? That'll work, right? No. You can't, because he's the legal name and he's in jail. I'm just me. Are you Kate of Gaia? Well, that's the path I walk.
Kate, the coincidence.
Go ahead.
The coincidence there with Turkey, right?
For you?
Up several days ago that, the ISIS thing, Obama calls ISIL. I looked up ISIL, a Phoenician king took over a part of, moved into Turkey. Their state license plate's 33. So when you mention the portal thing, you get the 33 thing going on.
Yeah, let's go back to Phoenician. ISIL, King ISIL, Tyre, capital. You tired yet? Yeah, I thought so. Stop being a retread. A retread? Yeah, retread. Remember, phonics, Phoenician, is the truth. Sound Everything is based in sound. It's a historical allegory. This is what the Hermetics talked about with regards to those that know this truth and abuse it. Will, like I said the other day, it's hard to put into words the intensity of, it sort of felt like this. Those that did that shit, we'll tell you what, we're going to take that full consciousness and awareness that you have, and we're going to start you back at amoeba level. See if you figure it out, that you won't create harm or evil anymore. That kind of concept? It'd be a long walk back to a multi-celled organism like a human body, don't you think? Might take about 26 million years or more, don't you think? Life is earned. Life is responsibility. Life is truth. If you cannot respect the truth, you do not respect life, and life in turn will not respect you. Early Graver, some gravy on those chips? Let's curry it up a little bit. Okay, so.
And anti-immune system for the truth. My anti-immune system, yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure what your concept is, but as long as something's clicking with you.
Anti-immune system.
Yeah. Why would you want to? Well, again, the anti-immune is. I'm not following you. I'm not seeing your. You gave me a subjective without an objective. What was it?
My anti-immune system is the truth. I'm one of the anti-immune system of truth now. So
well, that's the thing. When you take the truth vaccine spiritually, you are now immune to all of the zombies, the dead things, the legal names, and all the rest of it, because you're not of Babylon anymore. Now you just dance around in it. So you're not out of Babylon, but you're not in Babylon either. So you're neither in or out. So what are you? 0 point. You're not in, you're not out. I guaranteed if you were in and of Babylon, there's no doubt about it. You're cut in two with D, out. There's no D out about it. You're only half yourself. That's the cutting. They love cutting things in half. Here's the thing about cutting something in half. You can cut it in half infinitely. Because while there is still something that is a whole, the half proves the whole exists. Infinitely smaller and infinitely larger. If you want an idea of that, then, cut a pie in half, then cut one halves in half, then cut another quarter in half, an eighth in half, a 16th. And like the infinite aspect of pi, 3.142857, the infinitely larger amount of cuts and infinitely smaller halves, but there will always be a half to cut while there was a whole in the first place. That's singularity. The existence of everything and nothing at the same time. It's a really cool place to be. Yeah, I'm feeling tired tonight. It's been a grind for the last few days, so just keep the pressure on, guys. Get the word out there. There's no more important topic or subject on this planet than this objective of making people aware of the legal fraud that has them committing felonies just by thinking they are one and are instant permacriminals, literal felons in the eyes of all law. So no wonder a judge and a bailiff and a lawyer and a cop has no respect for you. You're a fucking felon. Because if you're in court, you've proved that you're a felon by using something that wasn't yours, felon. Now on your knees, and boy, you fell on your knees quick, didn't you? Well, that's what funny means.
Fallen.
The fell one. Yes. Babylon is fallen. Stop being the felony, the felony. Like I said, this is what takes down the tree. How do you when you cut a tree down? What is it called? You fell the tree. That's the tree of Lucifer, the serpent, fell in one axe cut, one life cut. Exorcise the demon, the dead from you. The rest of that emotional shit inside you sorts itself out. Just understand the truth, and the truth is, if you're using a legal name, thinking it's you, and believing it's you, you're a known by name of me demon felon. Don't expect any fair treatment, you felon, when you go into a court. You're a criminal, and they know it. You don't, but they do, Your Honor, because they are in honor. Remember, let's go back about 5 years. Honor and dishonor, one of the first things I ever talked about. Honor and dishonor. My only question was, okay. How the game is about honor and dishonor. How the hell can someone harming another be in honor? So I had to see how I was more not in honor than they were. Being a decent individual. It's quite the task, isn't it? Imagining yourself to be less honorable than some fucking raving lunatic pedophilic judge on a bench somewhere? That's a big deal, eh? But I knew because they were getting away with it, there had to be something greater that I was doing that was dishonoring creation. And that's what it was, legal name. Dishonor creation by thinking you're a dead thing. Dishonoring the legal courts by using something you had no permission to use, being a felon to do it. Eloping the third party in a contract between mom and dad and the crown that has no business of yours. Infringing on all copyright laws by using somebody else's intellectual property and the physical property to do so, you car thief. To aid and abet yourself into committing crimes and profiting from them. And I'm sure that you didn't give all of it to its rightful owners, mom and dad. You're the trust fund for mom and dad. You see, the heir is in the grave in that mirror. You know how they talk about kids being the heirs to the estate? No. It's mirror. The children are the trust fund. You are the trust fund for the parents. They're the heirs to your estate because you are using their property along with the crown in cohorts, unknowing by mom and dad, but you are the one build mom and dad's trust fund. They are the heirs to your estate. You got it all backwards. That's easy to see legally. Yeah, tricky little fucker, wasn't it? Imagine that. The sweetest sound to your ears, the gift that supposedly mom and dad gave you, and a little pat and talking a sound that you would answer to like any good little puppy, has been your doom all along. You have been the heir to nothing. You are as the heir. Now you are the cross heirs. You are the heirs of the cross because this mirror has been completed. The dead trust has been returned to the grave. In my case, that's why I like the reality I have. It wasn't fun to experience, mom and dad dying and stuff. But I will honor them. I will not allow them to remain in that grave. That contract is null and void. They're not bound to the grave anymore. The dead in Christ have already risen. Tick-tock. That was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, these Bible zealots just don't get it. They're not watching the real game that's going on. They're too busy around the aisles flubbergabbing in fucking tongues and listen to robed demons fucking tell them that you better do what we say or we're going to throw up an cross like this motherfucker, Jesus. Yeah, so can you see reversal there? That mom and dad, the creators of the body and the name that you've been using to profit from, create money with, they are your heir. It's backwards. The parent is actually the child, and the child is actually the parent. That's where the crown came in, to make sure, third-party interlope, to make sure the roles were reversed. You're walking backwards your whole life. Now it's time to turn around and go forward. What do you think? Coming along? I'm in. I'm all in. I'm beyond all in. Any of this making sense to you guys, getting the pictures here? I need to know this, guys. Give me some feedback. I want to know how I can do this better.
No, you can't do it any better. You friggin'
it's
spot
clear?
on.
Okay, I just know it's clear because I'm doing my best here to get this as simple and in such a literal, holy fuck way, What do you mean it's illegal to use a legal name? It is. It's a felony. Do you think that might wake a few people up? There's a nice headline. It is a felony to use a legal name at all, unless you are a bar member. True story. Apparently, they only admit known felons across the bar. They were all born in sin, too. Go ahead, ask a Harvard law student. Did you know you were a felon up to the point of the bar card? Now you really profit from the avails of crime. Really does a turnaround on it, doesn't it? It's sheer beauty when you see it. It really is. I don't know what else to say. I think that's a good angle to come at legal free man types. I mean, seriously, all you need is a couple of notes. You know about copyright. You can't use somebody else's copyrighted intellectual property, and you can't use somebody else's car without their permission. Body built by the manufacturers, mom and dad, that registered the car to the crown. Yes, okay. You can't use somebody else's car without their permission. That's called car theft. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. You can't use it because you're third party interloping in someone else's contract. You're profiting from the avails of interloping in that contract by using that name, employment, beg and plead, and all the rest of it. And I'm sure you didn't give every penny that you ever made to mom and dad, because that's theirs. That's their contract. You made money through that name, I mean, sure, you had permission to use it from mom and dad, but you didn't have legal permission to use it from mom and dad, so it's still illegal to use it. And that still renders mom and dad the heir to every penny you've ever made throughout your life. So if you're going to send mom and dad the bill, send them all a paycheck and everything else too, because you owe that to them as well. You still want to stay with the contract, or are you kind of just going to rip that up in your mind because it was fraud to begin with? Good idea. Rip it up. Burn it down. Burn your Babylon down. Turn the tables and the money changers over between your temples, Jesus. That's you. That's the tables you got to turn over in your head between the temples of Solomon, left and right side of your head, if you didn't know. Get all Shirley Temple-like. Yeah.
Kate, I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's friggin' ass, and I'm back on this selfish creation that, hey, what are you doing, Lucifer, right? And I was a liar, fraud, fake, counterfeit.
Yeah, too. All of it.
Anything of
every
this.
sin under the
all
fucking
of it.
sun.
Every bit of it.
But you see, here's the thing. Hey, there's the other trap. What are the two pleas in court? Guilty or not guilty. Right? So here, you plead to any charge. Watch. You plead to any charge, guilty or not guilty. Either way, you're guilty because you're a fucking felon. And you're saying you're not guilty while you're being a felon, unaware of it, thinking you're distracted by some other electrical charge going off somewhere, a parking ticket or a murder charge, whatever the case may be. They just want to keep you distracted with the little sparks and charges that are going on. They don't want you to see the real charge they're getting from you because they're sucking your very soul dry.
Yeah.
Good game. Yeah, good game, huh? Yeah, the circuit. Yeah, the district crown circuit. The circuit judges. It's all electrical with these wankers, have you noticed? All masculine types. The physical body is the masculine. It's all that's all masculine. It's all Lucifer energy. The feminine is the heart. The fa, mi, nine. The heart, source, infinite consciousness. You. Hi. Have you found yourself yet? I know the ones that really have, and it's like, oh, you're so cute. You get it. It's Magic Land, kids. It's Wonderkind. So don't mind me if I'm a little excited to get a little, quote, defensive, unquote, about it. Here's the thing. If you knew, and many of you do, if you knew what I know, you'd hope that if you knew what I knew, I would wish, beyond wishes, that you would tell me exactly what I'm telling you. And that's it. Wouldn't you? Of course I would. If not me, then who? Of course I will. And I know a lot of others that say, if not me, then who? Of course I will. You go out dancing all the time. The stories that are coming in are just phenomenal, guys. Just kicking the shit out of the little videos, Frank and Rose, everybody, and all the posters and shit. The translations, Danish, thank you. We have Danish being read. Babylon is fallen in Danish. Chris, I believe that was you. And Russian translation, I know it's Adam, right here. All of these things. These all pile up into our one name, legal name fraud. Google us. Google us. Legal name fraud. Go ahead now. Google us right now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see just how potently powerful and everything you are. Oh, we got Roar. So has a little slack on the mics here.
In the beginning, I was Fred Flintstone in the car with my feet running as fast as I could to keep up. That was awesome. Yeah. The invisible bubble. It's a one-woman's invisible airplane flying.
It's no. That's what is real. If you live in the legal world, that's what you think is real. And that's your Israel. It'll be on a map just like default Israel in the Middle East or whatever. This is real. This is the real Israel.
What just dawned on me, I mean, I know about the bar card and these lawyers have the right to use the name, but they all have priors. They're in double jeopardy. They're
prior felons. And they still haven't done their time for the felon of using someone else's legal name fraud. So you've got lawyers practicing with prior felon, every one of them. Every lawyer, every cop, every judge, every government official, every religious leader, every fucking fictional character you can think of on this planet that claims authority, they're all known felons, prior criminal records using legal name and of.
Yep, stay out of it.
Yeah, even bigger felon are the ones that are fully aware of this, that are running the puppet world, ones with the true intent to do it. All goes back to the source of the one. One rotten apple, eh? One rotten apple in the barrel. That's what bar L. The bar of L, the bar of Lucifer. Yeah. Bar, the elephant. There's the fucking elephant in the room, eh? Bar? Bye-bye, birdie.
Yeah, the two secret servicemen crashed in the bar arcade.
Yeah, barricade. bar spirit of truth. That's what it says right there. Barrier. Look at it. Look at it. It's everywhere. How about the Browning automatic rifle? Yeah, there's a real life giver. The BAR. Oh, yeah. Where do you go and get hammered? At the bar. All sorts of cocktails there. And waitresses. There's your little trestle bridge, waitress. Yeah, Tressa and the D'Urbervilles, indeed. Tom Hardy, go figure. Yeah, I've been around the block, eh? Do you know what I love most? I do, I love most. I love having all those beautiful little gifts I got in this intellectual thing. Shuts the intellectuals up right away, doesn't it? See, they use it to think...
The paint roller. It's
the
paint roller. It's just...
Yeah, here's the difference. The intellectuals use the intellectual to make others think they're really smart. And look how smart I am. Look what I know all about. And look what I know all about. Yeah, I know all about it too. Here's the question you may not know about. Why? Here, let's try that one out. What? Why? Why is it so important that you know all? Well, because you just want to keep walking around the same hamster wheel in the same box while your fire goes out in the middle? Well, here, I'll tell you what, Prof. Let's try this one. Draw a little circle, put an X in it, and say, the answer to life right there, bitch. And you can prove it. You're the smartest professor on the planet. So intellectual means what to me? Stu? I'll dance in your intellectual circle. It's just, it makes you feel good. You're welcome then, don't you? That's the problem with the ego. It's all intellectual. That's why, for me, the hardest to talk to were intellectuals. I think they'd be the easiest, eh? Now, I find it much easier to talk with people in the, in between. A lot of good common sense and a fair bit of life experience and whatever. Well, education or intellect, all of that is just a combination of your life experience, your life expression experience and what you went through. What absorbed through that. Me, I was just a sponge. When it came to facts and fears and understandings, I was out of the gate. She was fucking read. And I even gave myself the perfect hint. It had to have been, let me see, April 1st, 1967 was when we came here. And we were at 495 Woodlawn Road East, 1968 and 69 for sure. Yeah, we're in two places before that. This is when I'm like 3-4 years old, okay? I'll tell you where I was. And on the counter at 495 Woodlawn Road East, beside the sink, I was up doing the dishes with my sister. I had to have been about 4.5, 5 maybe. Not quite. I wasn't in school. I was about 4. I wrote 4 letters on the counter. First word I ever wrote. Gave myself a big clue right out of the gate. The word was hell. All caps even. I could say H-E-L. Actually, the 2 L's were like I's. There's the I-L. And L, Lucifer fakes it as the I in the lowercase L. Yes? There's your 1771 shilling upside down. Take an old shilling and turn it upside down. We have a game. Can you find both the dates on a shilling? Huh? What? Where it is? 1935. Where's the other one? And then you turn it over, turn it upside down, you see 1771, the I-L-L-I in shilling. So it was a joke. Neat how that was in my experience as a coin collector, right? Just like the Morgan dollar. They're not anything other to me. Some people look at it, oh, silver coins, you can look what they're worth. And no, they're just clues, chunks of metal. Chunks of loose shit. If you think there's something of what they are, then have at her. I just see it for what it is. A lump of metal, better left off in the ground, personally. And the allegory of it simply meaning truth. I've given a lot of people over the years a lot of truth in 1 ounce silver coins. Got to be between 400 and 500 silver ounces I've given away to people. Here, you'll also have something value, truth. At the time it was, something of real value, where this other reality, what are they working with now? 22 gauge steel. Funny, I used to punch those out at the shop class when I was in high school to go to the change machine so I could get lunch money. To swap out the 22 gauge metal in a 7/8 die, just cut them out with punch. Hammer and flat over to the machine, throw them in, you get 2 dimes and a nickel for every one of them. It's really cool. Used to play free video games too, or pinball. Oh yeah. Been around the block. We did some tricks. We had some fun. Stole shit. Absolutely. What's any different than doing that and going in and ripping a chocolate bar off? Same thing. Stole theft. Been there. Stupid. Didn't do it much, but I did it. Would I do it again? Well, apparently it's okay because the system did it. They're using 20 gauge metal with 7/8 punch. It says right on it, has a P on it for penis. It means plated. The coins that you have in your pockets are nothing more than iron nowadays. Have you noticed? Go ahead. Even the pennies are magnetic. Copper's magnetic? No. The zinc film and copper on the outside of the metal planchet. They went to zinc. Yeah, people started questioning when you could pick up Canadian pennies. Notice they're out of circulation now. You could pick up Canadian pennies with a fucking magnet. Yeah. That's the same shit the Romans used to do, right? Debase currency. Just like they do with paper, they debase it and they call it derivatives and stuff. It's all about debasing the truth, watering it down. Taking a bottle of wine and throwing it back into the barrel and filling the barrel up with water and then handing it out to your friend saying it's wine. Very thin wine, isn't it? Well, it's wine, and you're not lying, Your Honor. Just not telling the truth. With me, it's the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me creation, because creation always will. True story. So I got a couple of different table. That whole felony thing with using a legal name is illegal. Did that clear enough for you guys? Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Is it something you can use to share with people in full weight? What I'm trying to do here is give you the tools so that when you speak to people, and I know a few out there that can really do this, they pick this shit up and and they got their own way of saying it, but it's the same truth. Doesn't matter as long as you see the truth of it. I don't care how you describe it. Okay, paint it. It's still going to be the same story. It is illegal to use a legal name at all. You're getting a yourself into a felon by doing so at time. Clear? Clear. It's that simple. What do we got? 6 minutes left here, guys. No overtime. What happened last night, boy? You guys...
technical difficulties.
Yeah.
A laptop got a virus, and Shock Stone went into iOS reboot or something. Neither one of us could get online.
Well, I was just curious. It's like, because as soon as that happened,
it happened
good.
at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I thought? Good. Because what was shipped last night, best left to absorb.
Yes.
That was the night. Don't you think?
All that water of truth. Yeah.
Well, I tell you,
Witch of the West with all that.
I'll ask you guys, because in my immediate memory, I do not recall at any time doing any shows that I ran the full 3 hours and ran out solid. Without a mic open. I don't think I've ever done that before. That was a first last night. And I couldn't get it out fast enough. And there it goes, 3 hours. Boom, and I still had a few verses left to go through. That was the first. I don't ever recall ever running the full 3-hour gauntlet by myself without mics open and run out of time doing so.
Ran the gamut, and I loved every minute of it.
It's fun. I had a great time. I love sermon nights. I give some crackjack sermons, huh? Praise fucking Jesus. Absolutely. That guy's a fucking truther. Love the guy. Let's go party. Upper dope. Dope. That's how it works, you know? Here, let's have a little fun with the legal types, because this earlier I thought was a really, really interesting thing to show how technical lawyers would. Okay, let's pose a legal question to a lawyer. Ready? Watch this. We'll go literal for a sec. The objective is to show the lunacy of they'll fucking about anything, won't they? Watch. Okay, you've got 4 states, the United States corporation, that has cannabis as legal. So let's say I go state line, and for the states that has it as legal and one that's illegal, and how about if 1 foot in one state and 1 foot in the other, and smoke a joint? Am I guilty or not? Wouldn't that fuck them up, eh? Well, and there'll be some fucking lawyer that would want to take that on. Well, they're guilty. No, they're fucking innocent. No, they're guilty. Yeah, you see the push me, pull you moment? Yeah, well, don't worry. On Kate's planet, you can smoke pot anyway. Don't hurt anybody. Don't worry. We're throwing a bag of Doritos for you, too, just to make sure you're calm. You want to knock crime out of a city? Fucking hand out bags of it. Oh, come on. Oh, damn. Wake them up, too. True story. I like George Carlin's approach on it. Or Bill Hicks. I think they both come along the same shtick of, you know, how to lower the crime rate. A couple of bags of weed at them. You have some stone guy coming into a store going to rub it, and stone out of his head, and he looks at the tips on the counter and puts the gun away. As much for the tips, man. You know, that kind of thing. Losing my touch. Anyway.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
We got 2 minutes, so keep it rolling. Let's go.